Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. This is the audio test. We will be starting soon. Please let me know if any of the commentators this week are a little too loud or a little too quiet. We want all of us to be about equally as loud, and the game should be just barely audible. If there are any recommendations that you would like to provide, please feel free to do so. We want the stream to be just perfect for you. I see Quigley here. Yo-Yo stopped by to say hi. Dry Eyes, Meat, how's it going? Hey there, everyone. Started a little bit late. Was too busy having fun, because I'm so... I don't know. I had no way to follow that up. The TB fish themselves. Rika is here. Hey, Varianth. Hope I get to fight you in the matchups today. Kretra. God, I keep forgetting. Is it Kretra or Kretra? I think it's the first way. I'm so sorry. I know this happens every week. I see it, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to pronounce it like creature. No, I'm supposed to pronounce it like Cetra. No. I believe it's Kretra. I'm gonna stick to my guns until you inevitably tell me I'm wrong. Hey there, Vader. Guys, halfway done learning what Evangelion on big bands jump. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I never learned a big band song. I found out that there's a note you can play, I think it's like up and heavy kick or something, where it plays a silent note, like you can't hear it. So I just mashed that. I think it's funny. Almost time for meme. In fact, it's time to meme right now. I just finished putting out matchups and everything, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the thick of things in just a moment. I would like to fight someone just once for the audio test. It looks like right now, I don't know, I feel like OBS can't decide whether I'm too loud or too quiet. Right now, okay, see, like, every other word, it reads it as too loud, and then the rest of my sentence is too quiet. It's throwing me for a loop! I'm gonna assume I need to make this 6.8. This should be fine. I don't know. I heard someone pop in. Okay, I'm gonna fight you, robot. Let's go. Let's educate! Teach me how to play this game. Those of you guys who have been here for a while know that once in a while I make a mistake on Get Gr8 when I'm giving advice. I misunderstand how a character works. That stuff haunts me for months. Oh my god, is this lobby broken? This lobby's broken. God damn it. Excellent start. We got a new lobby. I'm gonna go ahead and spread that link around. You know, all things considered, the lobby's been pretty well behaved as of like the last few months, you know? I think maybe all this year. Like, lobbies only break once every other stream or so, and that's pretty cool. It's not very often you get to see that. Robot, go ahead and pop in here, we'll fight each other. Then we'll start the stream. Or Dry Eyes. Yeah, sure, why not? Just a reminder that this is indeed the audio test. We want to make sure that the audio sounds perfect for you guys, so make sure I'm not being drowned out by the sound effects of people hitting each other. Or, whatever else. I don't know. Is this lobby just... Skullgirls just gonna be broken today? Yep! Alright, we're gonna try a fresh restart. We're gonna see what happens. Come on, lobbies, I can't defend you if you don't work. From dawn till dusk in the lobbies I trust. That's not true at all. But I can pretend. I don't know why, but my go-to like elevator music is just a Looney Tunes song. I don't know if that's fitting or not. Alright, one more once. Let's go. Really? Alright. The only common denominator is you, Dryas. I'm gonna ask you to restart your game, and I'm gonna try fighting Robot and see if anything happens. Robot, get in here. I generally blame Steam as well. Steam tends to interfere with this stream. Steam and Twitch have both caused so many problems with this stream in the past. Hey there, Drills! Alright. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna try doing a Steam update or something, I don't know. Ah! Alright, fine. Okay. Exit Steam. I'm gonna try as crudely as possible. Come on. Come on. You can't host a lobby for a stream. GG8 at mixing drinks. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Get Great at Mixing Drinks. Yo, okay, so I have a friend. He doesn't drink much at all, but we kind of bullied him into becoming our bartender. And he is a golden god at making mixed drinks. Like, I'm talking mad talented. We also name all his drinks really dumb things, though. Like, so he can make real drinks, like things that you can actually buy at a bar. But then you also have him just making these like crazy concoctions with whatever's lying around. They all taste really good. We have two of them. One of them is called the Red Shit, and the other one's called the Cranberry Go Fuck Yourself. Time for Parsec Get Great? Absolutely not. If I have GGPO code, I am not playing on a delay-based system. Absolutely not. Versus quick match. No, that's not what I want. Lobby. That might be what I want at this rate. This is horrible. We haven't had lobby issues in so long. Come on, you were on such a good streak, Skullgirls. Reminder that if you are participating today, please join the Steam group chat. You can find the Steam group chat by typing the !GG8 chat command to Twitch chat. You'll get a permanent link that'll lead you straight to our Steam group chat. You can join the chat with that link and you know, do the things. Like, still stay in there until you are fully done with your set. That is going to be my main way of communicating with you guys if I need any logistic information. And it's also additionally the same way you will be able to communicate with me. Alright, quickly. Let's try this. Fuck! Really? Why? Why? What do we do? I don't want to do Parsec Get Great. How do we... Fuck. Can one of you other people try hosting a lobby and seeing if it works? Just real quick. I want to see if everybody's lobbies are screwed or what's going on. Okay, so I'm able to play Skullgirls. So it is confirmed that I can at least play this game. I'm going to quickly do a quick match for the audio test. People, please leave comments regarding the quality of the audio. If I'm a little too loud or a little too quiet, if the fighting sound effects are too loud, anything. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. Very well. I don't know what side that was on. I knew what side that was on. Oh, okay. Very well. You thought? Doesn't work. It does work. I lied. What? Oh, I took backward or forward. Whatever. Oh, that works. I didn't realize. That's funny. Very well. Bye. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh, that sucks. Sucks even more. That's not optimal. Very well. Any comments on the audio at all? Has anyone tried making a lobby and seeing if it worked? Anybody at all? Audio's fine, audio's good, cool. Still need feedback if anyone else was able to make a lobby and make this work. Son of a... Damn. sucks. Drop it. Yeah, you don't know what you're doing. It's perfect. Awesome. Damn, tip. Does this kill? Oh, but really close. That sucks. I don't even know if this person realizes they were double sniping. Alright. So, we've confirmed that Skullgirls is Skullgirlsing. They couldn't double snap crank, they had no meter. Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't know. Is all my stuff updated, Meat? Is it Meat's fault? I don't know. Okay, so Witch Hunt Steam on Twitter. Okay, so you guys tried making a lobby and weren't able to make anything work? That's what I'm seeing? It looks like Rika tried to make a lobby. Do you have to be a certain skill level to play? No. Hey there, Standal. So what we do here is we try to match up against an even opponent and give you constructive criticism. So this isn't like a tournament or anything like that. What we do here is we try to give you advice. So you don't have to be a certain skill level. We do... Okay, that's not completely true. We actually request one thing, and that's you've played the entire tutorial and beaten the entire tutorial. I don't mean just played. The general rule of thumb is like we want you to be able to be a little bit familiar with how the game actually works regarding how specials work, what your inputs are, and things like that. Because generally the first thing we always tell people that are joining the beginner bracket is learn a B&B. Learning a combo is the best way to get familiar with how your character actually works in this game. So if you haven't played the tutorial, a lot of the stuff we're going to tell you is not going to make any sense. Just get so much terminology information. If you beat the tutorial, you can join them, go ahead and play. Signups go up every Saturday-ish or Sunday-ish. Usually on Saturday, and you can register every week. Join us, and based on how many hours you've been playing this game, we try to, and also how you performed in the previous matches, we try to give you a slightly challenging opponent, but mostly we just want to judge where you are, that kind of thing. If Skull goes on PS4, so PS4 is actually worse. This is actually perfect because I've been awake for far too long. Hey, there's on. The lobbies are borked. Okay. What do we do? Do you guys want to do like a... I mean, TBFZ Get Great. I mean, then you guys be teaching me. I don't know how to play the game. You guys will do like Tetris Get Great or some shit? I don't know. Mahjong Get Great? Dude, I would love to. I would love to teach all of you how Mahjong works and why it's such a brilliant game. Riichi Mahjong is so amazing, but I don't think anybody wants that. Time I try to teach people how to play Mahjong, they usually want to play more Mahjong, to be fair. But getting them to want to learn is the hard part. Mahjong Get Great, please. Yo, I didn't get to teach you Mahjong at Combo Breaker. My Mahjong set was just sitting in my car. Unfortunate. Although, to be fair, I was relatively antisocial at this Combo Breaker compared to most other Combo Breakers. That's probably my fault. I don't know how to play Shogi yet. I am learning. Sort of. I have the plans to learn. I mildly know how Mahjong works due to Yakuza series. Oh shit, you can play Mahjong in Yakuza? Pretty cool. Hey there, Jills. Yeah. You understand the feel. Dude, shoutouts to Snurd. Snurd is the person who got me out of my shell there. He is so fun to talk to. I love that guy. The guy's a gift. I can't stop saying drills! It's my thing. Okay, what do we do? Let's just go over last week's VOD? I mean, I guess we could do that. I could just do VOD reviews. I already owe Quigley and Dry Eyes some. This kind of sucks, though. Like, a lot of people signed up, and there's a couple of new players this week that I really was hoping would get a chance to, like, show off. That's so unfortunate. Are you playing DMC3? Okay, look, okay, Vader, this isn't a spoiler, but what you get for beating the game is you get to play the entire game as Virgil. And I find it really funny, where if you've played more than 10 minutes of the story, you know that Virgil's on top of the tower and you're trying to get up to him. So it's weird because, like, the cutscenes are all the same. So Virgil's, like, looking down at Dante from the tower, and then you're at the bottom of the tower, and it's like, time to go up the tower I was just on top of. I don't get it. When's CB Pool's commentary? When I'm not losing my voice, probably. I use my voice too much in my current career to offer to do extra commentary. Like, my throat hurts when I'm talking right now. I need to do something about that. Okay. So, Skullgirls players being oppressed. Yeah. I'll say. Alright, I'm gonna try one last time. If lobbies don't work, we're gonna do VOD reviews from last week. And I sincerely apologize for anyone who registered this week and were not able to play. I can't do anything about it. Unfortunately, Gaben is not my uncle. I can't go and give him a phone call. But one last try. Anybody wants to pop into this lobby, let's try one last time. I unplugged my fight stick in case drivers are causing the issue. But who knows? I mean, I evidently can just play Skullgirls normally. I played quick match. I don't know what works. This is really unfortunate. Sonic making sure nobody gets good enough to beat him. I mean, CEO Taku is quite a ways away. If Sonic can suppress this until CEO Taku, I'd be impressed. Gives you another week to practice combos? Alright. Thank you, the blinded fish. There was one person, I hope they're here, that actually wanted advice on how movement works. I can at least talk about that within the training room, at least. Let me see who it was. It was... Oh, it was TB Fish. So TB Fish, if you're still here and you want to stick around for a little bit, I can go into the lab and talk about movement options in this game. You post a lobby link? Oh yeah, sure thing. 1 second. God, I miss Animal Crossing. I'm so happy that they announced that they're still working on it. You know, okay, so I'm really upset about this. Nintendo lost a lot of money by delaying Animal Crossing. They lost, like, their stocks went down, or the company as a whole went down in $1 billion in value, which is super unfortunate because the reason they delayed Animal Crossing was because they were worried about the lifestyle, like, life-work balance for their employees. Like, they told everyone to, like, not work overtime and not do crunch. That's why. I respect Nintendo so much for that. It's so unfortunate that they went down in value. It's not working, is it? If it gets to 6 and it restarts, yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay. I unfortunately do not have any choice. But I will talk a little bit about movement in this game and how it works. And then I guess we'll do VOD review from last week. I mean, I'm not the best at VOD reviews, but I can definitely go into some detail. So we'll see what we can do. I mean, especially when we have like 60 people in chat or something like that. Like, that's gonna be... How many people do we have in chat? And Twitch doesn't tell me numbers anymore. That's fine. We have about 30 though, I think, like 25, 30 from a quick glance. So, when's Tuna with Bacon? Tuna with Bacon is already a website. Skullgirls is dead forever. Nope, definitely not true. Apparently it was his marketing trend. A lot of companies lost stock during E3. Oh, well, okay. It's one of those weird things. I've noticed this about the economy, where whenever a well-known company tries to establish a new product or a new product in an existing IP, they tend to lose money. Not just gaming companies, but like technology companies in general. Because they're worried about the instability of market. Shit like that. I don't get it. I honestly just don't get it. Wait, is our lobby? Skullgirls is flickering. Does anyone else see that? That's every 10 seconds. The create lobby, search lobby, lobbies found. Oh, it's trying to refresh and find new lobbies. I see it. Okay, never mind. How did I never notice that before? Weird. Is that... Skullgirls always do that? I do not play this game enough if I didn't realize something as trivial as that. Alright, we're gonna talk about movement. Training. Who do you play, TB Fish? I'm gonna talk about your character specifically. Can't go to any combo breaker because school. That's not true. When you're... Well, Vader, are you in college? Because college usually ends before combo breaker. Most colleges do. Unless you're on a trimester system, then it's like really weird. You play Peacock, Fuqua. Okay, alright. So you have a very interesting team as far as movement goes, because your movement will be unorthodox. So I'll talk about like general movement first. So I'll play a trio. I'll do like, I don't know, who has like general movement? I guess I'll do Squiggly just because I'm familiar with her, and her movement is pretty standard. So I'll do that, Peacock, and Fuqua. Then, doesn't matter. I'm not going to talk about ratios, scaling, or anything like that right now. I'm just going to focus on movement. So, many people who have actually placed in this game, you know, like, have actually done decent at majors, they'll be able to give you a lot more information. I am forever 2-2. Gonna gatekeep for the rest of my life. But basically, this is how it works, okay? So, standard movement stuff, things you learn in the tutorial, forward dash, back dash, right? You're vulnerable during back dash, but you don't have to be vulnerable during forward dash. This is the first thing I'm gonna teach you, okay? But before, I'm gonna come back to that, but I just want you to know. Back dash, up forward, back forward, you know, neutral hopping. These are all fundamental things. If you press a button while you're going upward, you will continue to keep going upward. The reason this is important is because, like, there are certain things that only work because your opponent blocked them, or, for example, like that. So you can only, so if you buy yourself time, if you use the hit stop from actually hitting somebody, and you can cancel that into a dive kick. It's not technically required, you can power cancel, but it's a lot more tricky. Yeah. I can TK that, right? Yeah. That requires TKing though, and it's like a weird thing. But the fact that you buy time from hit stop guarantees that you're able to like slow down your movement in the air. But forward dash, back dash. Back dash, you're always vulnerable. This is actually a core mechanic of the game because of things called burst baits. So, not burst baits. Push blocks. There we go. So, a lot of the times your opponents will try to push block, and push blocking is whenever your opponent is like blocking like this, they can press 2 buttons and they'll push block, and I'll try to show that off real quick. Push block after first hit. Yeah, like that. But now watch this. Oops. Oh, okay, I messed it up. Alright, I guess I'm just bad. But in general, how push blocking works is you're sent moving backwards. But if I try to... Yeah, I guess I can't make the... Wait, can I add a delay? Can I add input delay to this? Push block... Does this work? No, it does not. Okay. Alright, well, either way, a lot of times for humans to react and push block, they'll try to predict that they're going to block something, they'll push block. But if you try to push block when you're not actually blocking something, like if I just sit here, then you'll get a backdash. And backdashes are fully vulnerable, so your opponents can like do a frame trap and punish you for that. So backdashes are really, really scary, but you know, that's movement. You can also cancel backdash into jumps, which is useful. You can also cancel backdashes into moves. You can cancel any dash into a move, so that's useful. What else? So button dashing. I mentioned this earlier. This is extremely important. If you could, another way to dash instead of just double tapping forward, if you look at the inputs on my screen, I can press 2 punch buttons to forward dash. If I'm holding back and press 2 punch buttons, I'll get a back dash. That's why the push block thing comes into play. You'll see a lot of dots like come back together and like reconnect. So if you're holding back, get a back dash. You don't have to tap forward, you just press 2 punches and you can do a forward dash. What's really interesting is as soon as you start forward dashing, you can hold back. Now watch my inputs like that. I am blocking that entire time. It is a very safe approach option. I can approach you while completely blocking. There are certain characters who can wave dash in this game, like Philia. I'm not playing Philia right now, but that's an important thing because I can crouch cancel and then like I can do that. It looks better on a character that actually has like an effective wave dash, like Philia. Another thing you can do is let's see. double jumps, obviously, right? So double jumps are interesting because for the moment you tap up, I'm gonna slow this down to frame by frame for this. So watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So jumps have 4 frames of startup. If I look at this, now I'm in the air, right? Now that I'm in the air, if I jump again, notice how I'm stuck floating in the air. 3, 4, 5. For 5 whole frames, I was stuck on the exact same spot on the ground, or I mean in the air, right? So that actually buys you time to hit people at a really, really low height. Now, this is near impossible to do on a fight stick. It's not actually impossible, but it's really tricky. Mr. Peck has a good video on that. If anyone in chat wants to link that... Wait, hold on. Just record 2 punch buttons as a reversal. Yeah, I could, but like... That's not really proving the point, I feel like. I mean, I guess I could. I don't know. Let's see, what else? You're still in high school? Yeah, Vader, once you're in college, you'll be good. You also need money, though, and college is a big money thing. Let's see. I mean, Philia Fortune is pretty normal for movement. Philia is weird, though, because her fastfalls are a bit unorthodox, and she ducks and weaves a lot with her specials. Oh, well, I want to be able to show off specials for movements, but I'm not particularly Philia's, because they're kind of weird. She can also... Can't she air dash cancel her hairball? Please correct me if I'm wrong on that. I feel weird about that. So that's a movement thing in this game, whatever. So here's a... So I remember how you were talking about... A very important thing you were talking about is... Fastballs are not a thing in this game? That's a lie. Watch. That's a fastball. So how it works is if you are hitting your opponent or if they're blocking your buttons, you can whiff a normal, and while you are whiffing, you'll fly downward. And that lets you do all sorts of dumb resets. So while normally this would be like... Like, notice how slow that descent was? I can normally do... Oh, whoops. Let's fix this. Alright. Like, I can do all sorts of dumb stuff like that. Let's see if I can actually execute. Nope. 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 Wow. Alright. Alright, well, hypothetically, I could re-jump there and, like, continue to do damage. Like, oops. Whatever. Okay, so you guys get the basic idea of that. What are other ways to reset other than fastballs? Low overheads, right? So there's tick throws. So a quick thing to watch, if you notice things down here, if you understand frame data, I'm +7 after that. Grabs are 6 frames or 7 frames of startup. So that means if I do, I can always go low and then throw. Another thing is you can't tech grabs while you're low. So things like that. So like if you, like for example, if I hold down back and mash grab, notice how a grab is not coming out. The only way you can tech a grab is by inputting a grab yourself, which means you have to be standing and you have to not be in counter hit state and things like that. So that's important. In terms of movement options, different characters have different things. So a few characters have dive kicks. Fuqua is interesting because she has a conditional dive kick. So her dive kick, this normally doesn't dive kick, but if I do that, it pulls me towards my opponent, like that. So, which lets you do funny things like, well, I mean, if I was good, I could, yeah, things like that. I don't know, lets you do weird things. That works better on standing opponents, I think, because they're taller. What else? What else? So, remember how I was talking about how doing second jump freezes you in the air? That's actually a really important asset because it denies your opponent to be able to predict when you're going to land. Fuqua does this extremely well. So Fuqua is kind of funny because people say she has 4 jumps. So there's 1, 2, right? Fireball, another jump, fireball. So you can do... Hold on, let me see if I can... It's not fireball. How does it work? It's like... There's like a... I don't know. I don't remember how... Someone was explaining to me how Fuqua basically has 4 jumps. So you can jump, delay your descent with the fireball, jump again, and then do another thing that, like, screws up your movement. Robo has 4 that way, also with beams. That is absolutely correct. Hey, Penny, please join, because I am bumbling like an idiot, and Skullgirls lobbies aren't working right now. I'm not in a call. Oh, shit. I am now.
Wow, I'm here.
Wow, Penny, I can't believe you didn't join the call.
I know, it's crazy.
Villainous. Alright, so lobbies aren't working, so we tried for like 30 minutes. Now, I guess we're just kind of teaching people things. Yeah. I was going to do a VOD review from the Get Gr8s from last week, because there were a couple people I know specifically that wanted more advice. But for now, I'm just talking about basic movement shit.
Oh.
Because TB Fish... Was it TB Fish? Yeah, the blinded fish. He wanted to know about movement things, because he's coming from Smash. So wave dashing's a thing. Wait. Can I... Not really. Okay. Wave dashing's a thing, fast fall's a thing. It's just different. Dash blocking is a thing that's good for movement and spacing control. Double jumps are a thing, delaying descent is a thing. What else is there?
Super jump.
Oh yeah! I forgot about that. If you tap down and then up, you see that jump? That happens again? Yeah. You can double jump out of it, you can also air dash out of it. There are some quirky things that I'm gonna teach you about real quick. So let's get this person mid-screen. So when you super jump, hold on. Notice how I turned around with the first hit. Okay. Notice how I turned around with the first hit of a button I do. If I just normal jump, I don't turn around. If I super jump, I do turn around. If I double jump, I do turn around. So there are weird setups that happen because of your left-right positional movement that happens because the buttons you press in the context in which you press it. That's a quirky thing about Skullgirls. What else? So Fuuka's main movement is going to be, you know, like delaying descent with fireballs, re-jumping, and things like that. The way double jumps work in this game, this is something that's way above and beyond. You don't really need to worry about this. But you don't actually get your second jump back until you jump off the ground again. So if you use 2 jumps and then get hit in the air and your opponent continues to like combo you and do resets on you and stuff, you won't be able to double jump like if in the air again until you touch the ground and jump yourself. Even if you touch the ground again, you will still not have your double jump until you jump again. That doesn't make any sense? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, jumps from launchers are super jumps always. Unless you're playing Robo and like accidentally instant double jump, which I do once every 3 seconds.
Wow, Liam, I didn't know you were that talented.
It's not. I wish it was on purpose.
Yeah, I've had that problem too in the past. With like where my fight stick, if I'm just tapping up, it like just double jumps. But then like in a week, it just stops doing that again.
Yeah, mine happens like one day consistently, and then it doesn't happen for a week. It's like
I don't get it. And it's great because like you can go to the menu and you can tap up and you'll see it go up twice, and you'll be like, "What happened? Why?"
Fight stick conspiring against you.
Yeah. All right, so a couple other things. So now Peacock. Peacock's interesting because you have teleports. You have teleports. Whee! So, light teleport goes backwards. Medium teleport goes, in front of your opponent, and heavy teleport goes behind your opponent. This is great. You can also cancel teleports. So you can, wait, how does it work? Yeah, like that. You can cancel teleports and do a fake teleport instead, and that throws a bomb out at your opponent. Another thing that's interesting about Peacock is she has dashes in the air. This is weird. Everyone's air dash works a little bit differently. Like if you see Valentine, her air dash is like this upward angled air dash, and it can come from her back jump because her back jump sets her airborne. That's a character specific thing.
Ninja flippy.
Ninja flippy. What do you guys call it all the time? Morgan dashes?
It's a Morgan dash if it like puts you airborne if you dash forward.
Yeah. Morgan dashes were. It's like that really slow upward angle thing, right? That's like the only thing that's identifying about a Morgan dash. It's like I know.
Yeah. It's like if you has it, Aegis has it in cross tag. Who else has one? There are a lot of characters that have it.
All
she's from Persona.
Aegis? Oh, she's the robot girl.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's really cute in Q2.
Yeah, she's having good.
Yeah. So what else is there? What's interesting is after you air dash, you can actually press a button again. So this is true for almost every character. I think if not every character. There might be certain buttons you can't press out of an air dash. I don't know if that's character specific or not. I might be confusing this with something else, so I'm not positive about that. Don't quote me on that. Basically, if you press a button, you can backdash and press a button again. So like that, or like that. So that's really useful for continuing combos because when you like launch someone, oops,
Killer.
yeah.
Oops.
That's what I said. Alright. Let's try this again. What the fuck's her launcher? No. 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 Hey, no. 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 Yay! Okay, cool. So, like, when you do this and you're doing... You can, like, keep on applying pressure if they're blocking in the air. You can also... Also, if you were, like, not bad and you actually knew what you were doing, you can actually continue that combo.
You can do, medium punch, heavy punch, and then dash into...
There, like that.
Light punch.
Medium punch, heavy punch, light punch. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so there's things like that. So Peacock's extra interesting when it comes to movement because, it's like you can cancel things into teleports, and like just because it's like a special and things like that. What's really weird is because like, you can cancel a George into a light teleport, right? Is that how it works?
No, medium and heavy only. They removed the light one because it was dumb.
Okay. Really? Hold on.
Yeah, because it was just a cross-up from full screen that you couldn't react to.
But I think you meant it backwards then. You can cancel George's into a light teleport, not medium and heavy.
Oh, yeah. I'm dumb.
Yeah, okay. Alright. So like this. So it's really funny because you can just kind of throw out George and safely teleport back and things like that. But you can't do it to medium and heavy teleports because it's just a free cross-up. So like things like that. So that's extra interesting because, and this is like a Peacock specific thing. She has a pseudo Rekka. It's not a real Rekka. Where she can cancel a George into another George. You can have two Georges on the screen at a time. So you can do this. You can also cancel into like an item drop. And then, but like item drops and like this super, you can't cancel into a light teleport. It's only, wait, can you? No, you cannot. So you can only cancel a George into a light teleport. That's useful. Oh, dashes versus runs. Okay, so I'm going to quickly talk about that. So notice how this, I go a fixed distance. Right? No, I don't. Okay, so backdash, you can't cut a backdash short. You can't just like crouch cancel backdash. You can backdash and then jab, like that. Like that. You can counter cancel like that, but you can't crouch cancel it in any way, shape, or form. I don't think you can normally crouch cancel. Can you crouch cancel normally?
I don't think so. Wait, like a forward dash or like a
back
just
dash?
more back?
No, you can't.
Back, no. Okay. Oh, can you?
Squiggly can.
All right. I don't think
Is that a
Parasol
squiggly
can.
thing?
It might be a squiggly thing.
That's interesting. Yeah, but it's because Squiggly's backdash is a run, so she can just keep going backwards if she wants to. So that's probably why. Airsoul obviously can't. Peacock doesn't. Does anyone else have a run backdash?
Double? Because it's the same as Squigglies.
Oh. I wonder, actually. Hold on a second. Characters.
I'm sitting here excited, like, man, that could actually be really good, and, you know, we really could make Squiggly better. Oh, Double has that, too. Of course she does.
I mean, if I have any tool that Double has, that's instantly useful. Fuqua has a run. Does Double have a normal forward dash?
Double is Parasol's forward dash.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay.
I honestly backdash on Eliza so little, I don't even know what it looks like. Backdash isn't air buttons.
Okay, so... Oh, she can't.
Really? That's weird.
Okay, hold on, wait. I'm gonna confirm that Squiggly's actually keeps on going backwards. It goes. It goes.
It's the same animation.
Huh. Learn something new every day.
Weird. Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's okay. So most backdashes are not like runs. I mean, Squiggly's is not actually a run. Like you can't keep on going. Like, but it goes for a while. Or if you compare the doubles, like doubles stops like significantly faster. Like that. Like notice how there's a big difference there. Forward dashes. Now notice this dash input. This is you're gonna move a fixed distance. Like you always go like that. Like you.
Yeah, backdashes are vulnerable.
You can't crouch cancel it. You can't do. Wait, you can't crouch cancel it. Holy shit.
No.
Is that just
Yeah,
a Parasol thing?
I think only like the okay, Philia can do it, but I think
Bella can wave dash.
Bella.
Peacock can sort of wave dash.
Bella has one where you cancel into backdash, I think. I don't know about crouching it, though.
Yeah, Bella's is funny because you cancel forward dash into back dash, and then you cancel the start of a back dash into forward dash for optimal movement, but no human being can ever do that. That's funny. What else? Parasol can't, Bella can't. Okay, cool. Yes. And you're vulnerable during that entire backdash? Yes. You cannot block while backdashing. You can jump cancel it, and then you're chicken blocking, but that's different. Optimal dash movement in Skullgirls. I didn't even know there was a video on this. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's where I found it.
I think I covered most of the movement options here. So, like, there is stuff like fast falling, delaying landing, rejumps, like, called air dash, canceling, and things like that. But that type of movement is unique on a character-by-character basis. Like, even here, we're noticing that when two things are the exact same animation, they're still behaving differently. Like, things are very, very unique by character. So, Peacock and Fuqua, I talked about the fundamentals. Another thing, I'm just gonna emphasize this more, like, notice how I can cancel a run, like, instantly, because Fuqua's forward run animation is a legitimate run, right? Like, she can just keep on going. So you can cancel that at any moment. That includes, for button dashing, that entire approach, even though your animations are run, if you button dash, you'll go a fixed distance, like that. If you want to keep going, you have to hold forward. What you can do is, like, if you want to button dash and hold back to block while going, then you have to switch to forward to, like, keep on going and things like that. It's kind of weird. Yeah. So, as always, this video will be posted on YouTube eventually, like, immediately after the stream. So, if you have questions about anything I talked about or want to, like, dig into more things, feel free to, like, clip anything from YouTube or just, like, get a timestamp and then talk to me on the Discord. In the Discord, I can give you a lot more information, like just typing things in text. And you can always just reference back to this. This is not the best tutorial for movement by any means, but I'm covering almost all the options you have as your characters. It should be pretty useful. And that's it. So I guess we're doing VOD reviews now. Unless Penny can think of any other movement thing.
I can think of a lot of tier stuff, but I don't know how important that is.
I don't know.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going fine.
Great. Do you know anything about movement in Skullgirls?
Hi.
You can instant air dash by pressing both punch buttons while in the air. That's right, yeah.
That is actually something I didn't talk about, so I guess, I mean...
Haha!
Did you not say that?
Now I'm the king of Get Gr8.
So, if you remember, two punch buttons lets you air dash, right? So... Okay. So, the two punch buttons letting you dash applies in the air as well. Like, if you just look at the inputs, whee, like that. So, and if you also remember, jumps have 4 frames. 3, 4. So, as early as the 5th frame, if you're pressing two punch buttons, you'll get an instant air dash, is what I would say. It's actually on the 5th one, or 5th frame, apparently. Did not know. Okay, let's try this again.
Man, I actually remember tech.
2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, interesting. Why is it so slow? Oops.
I'm pretty sure you have to wait a hot second before you can do it.
What is it like that you're doing right now for like someone? Like, is it the TB fish like movement device thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you can do the input
do it
for
on
it
6
really
frame.
early, but it won't come out until...
But I mean, like, if I do... Oh, yeah, okay. So I guess there's a bit of a time. So, long story short is what I'm saying is, like, you can do a very fast cancel and air dash. I thought you could be lower to the ground with that.
Nah, that's as low as you can go.
Really interesting.
He is TB fish playing.
They
You
play not Squiggly. God damn it. Peacock and Fuqua.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna say if like isn't Big Band like the only character that can't air dash?
What? No.
But Parasol can't air dash.
Squiggly can't air dash.
Double
Oh,
can't air
I
dash.
didn't know.
Ella can't air dash.
Didn't know this actually.
Robo used to be able to air dash. Robo.
Really?
And then they removed it because it was dumb. Yes,
That's-
jump hard kick cross-ups were stupid.
Oh my god, that's gross.
But yeah, the Kara normals are actually pretty important in this game, especially Peacock Sweep. That's super important to Peacock's game. And H-Drill Assist is also really good because it pushes them back. Why, like, Brass is a really good assist. Why, like, I think Play of Air pushes them back really far too.
What a dumb character.
Right? That used to be an overhead rising. They had to remove it
What?
because it was also stupid.
Which one, the hammer?
Yeah, rising jump
Yeah.
light punch used to be an overhead.
Didn't they used to do that for Big Band's one as well?
Yeah, Big Ben's, what was it? Rising jump light kick used to be overhead.
Yeah, like instant overhead, and isn't it only overhead while it's going down now?
Yeah, same as Peacock.
Mm. Wow, I'm
a
actually
ridiculous
talking about
character.
Skullgirls mechanics.
Alright.
Wow.
VOD review time, I guess. We want to desperately try doing lobbies one more time. Nah, I give up on that. This is gonna be a Walmart brand Skullgirls Get Gr8. Alright.
Why? What happened?
Lobbies aren't working today. We tried for
Why
like
are they-
30 minutes. Like, for nobody, not even just for me. You can get on quick match and it works fine, but you can't make a lobby and join anybody. It times out after 6 seconds.
What if you queue up for quick match over and over until you find whose turn it is?
We
Then you play.
joked about that, and there's a reason it was a joke.
Yeah. I don't know. It sounds pretty good to me. It sounds like it would take really short amount of time. All jump buttons don't hit high. Some of them, Fuqua jump hard kick hits mid always. Certain rising buttons hit mid, like we were talking about with Peacocks and Big Bands. But there are still some that don't hit overhead. Like I know Parasol Stomp always hits overhead on the way up. It's the only one I can think of that people really use. Oh yeah, Fairly jump hard kick's always mid too.
I love seeing like your like window walls because like as soon as you open it, it's just a wall of Snorlax.
What else would you have a wall made out of? Heckin'
That's
nothing.
Yeah, Snorlax is #1 approved it's the FDA approved material for walls. There you go.
By the way, I'm just making sure because like I wasn't too sure. Is it just you two doing it, or should I leave, or what? What's
Nah,
going
you're
on?
good.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Leave, I don't want you here.
Oh my
Alright.
I'm
god.
joking. That's not for
The
real.
drama never
Alright.
ceases.
Okay.
Okay, bye, Sam.
Penny doesn't like me, but
Yeah,
Crank
see ya.
does. So
Bye.
I'm sticking for Crank
Oh,
despite
okay,
you,
that's fun.
because you don't like me.
Also, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I found
Uh-huh.
this out like 2 years ago, but it just shocks me every time. If you Google search for Skullgirls Get Gr8,
Yeah.
we're the top result. Both the YouTube
Yeah.
channel, the Steam group, like the Twitter,
like-
everything.
I
That's awesome.
like anytime like I'm like I need to get into the stream, but I can't be bothered going on Twitch. I literally just go and it's like okay, there it is.
But of all the things, our stream's not here.
It doesn't work for my username because I'm
You-
either
you-
a currency or a video game, so
Or
Your
fanfic.
stream's not there.
or a fanfic. Yeah.
Your stream's not there. It is there. Right? That's how I find your stream.
If you Google Penumbra,
If you Google Skullgirls Get Gr8, the Steam group is there, the YouTube is there, the Twitter is there. You can find our stream from any of those links, but you cannot find the Twitch. If you do Skullgirls Get Gr8 Twitch, then it pops up, I think.
Oh, that's probably what I do then. Yeah.
Either way, that's not important. What is important is Skullgirls Get Gr8 last week. Let's go. If you don't know what that means, that's fine. Oh, I gotta mute myself. I don't need that. All right.
So hold on. Are you just watching the VODs, or like what are you actually going to do?
We're watching the
this.
VODs of last week and providing more advice. So I'm probably going to talk about Silent Shot for a bit, but first and primarily, I'm going to talk about Quigley and Dry Eyes. Because Quigley wanted advice on what they could do defensively in a lot of situations, and Dry Eyes wanted advice on what else they could work on other than in comboing. What did they say? Let me find their exact words.
can we Walmart this super hard and like do it over a screen share too? Because we have Twitch delay.
Oh yeah, sure. I think my conversions are They're getting better. I just gotta watch
And
my
then-
OTG goes before continuing. Oh yeah, so they know they're supposed to be worried about OTGs. Okay, so we have a group, don't we?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna screen share, crank screen share, and then he's gonna stream through that.
I don't have that much internet, guys. I'm in Indiana.
Oh no, my DMs.
Oh
You
no!
can see our tech. Hello,
Hi.
The betrayal.
my tech and DMs.
People can see me shitting on Weiss.
No, please, not like this.
Oh no, my dot! Don't show my dot. That's banned on Twitch.
Did I actually ban your dots on Twitch?
I can't.
No,
I
Twitch
can't.
bans the dot on Twitch.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
I can't do dots anymore on Twitch.
For a second, I thought I was
Sorry,
really mean at some point.
Like, hold on. Like, I'm just gonna do it right now. Yep, no dot. I have to do A's. That's why
I want to be able to see Twitch chat, but I can't do that if I'm sharing my desktop.
What?
What?
Wait, what did I say that it didn't make sense? I'm confused.
You can't see it while you're sharing desktop.
I can't see Twitch chat while I'm sharing my desktop. That is, I mean, I can, but then I can't full screen the VOD.
Oh, I see. It's one of those. Okay,
I mean, one of those.
it's one of those.
Wait, how are you gonna stream it otherwise?
That's a good point. Yeah.
What do you mean?
How are we gonna? Stream
If I had two
it?
desktops, I could just screen one of my screens.
Well, then do that.
You just put Twitch chat on the.
My
Twitch chat
monitor's
on the
been,
other screen.
my monitor has been in a box since I moved to Indiana. I've not taken it
Oh,
back
so
out.
you don't. So you don't have two screens. So you weren't going to be able to do that regardless.
You asked me how else was I going to do it. I was complaining I couldn't do that right now.
But I mean, like, how are you going to do it, like, for these VODs regardless?
Oh my
is
god,
what
you
I'm
guys are
getting at.
villains. Alright.
Where
Okay.
it's it? No,
We're fuck ups, Penny.
I know.
Who's here? Okay, cool. We got a random group of people that really want to watch this VOD review. GMG says, well, I was going to host a tournament today. I guess that goes out the window. Yeah. I heard... Not Slapfest. Maybe it was Slapfest. I think it was like EU Slapfest. Supposed to be going on today. Nice. Either way, let's go. So we're gonna find Quigley's games. We're gonna talk about what they could do defensively. Then we'll go back to Dry Eyes. That's a Dry Eyes. It's a Quigley. That's more Dry Eyes.
Hey, it's Dryden.
What?
There's
That was a
Right.
joke.
Did it? EU Slapfest still happened?
Ow.
What
Oh,
was that?
sorry.
What was this say? Maybe the lobbies are working again.
Maybe the EU Steam lobbies are working.
I wouldn't put it past Steam.
Alright. It's dry.
Boy.
Yeah, we were making fun of the fact that Sam thought it was Dryden like last.
I just keep
Wednesday.
reading Dryden. I mean, really.
I mean, like, I can't see anything else because he didn't capitalize the DNA part, so it's a bit weird.
It's pronounced dry deoxyribonucleic acid. Thank you very much.
You're right,
that's
sorry.
correct. You're right. I forgot about that. I was trying to think. You know, that's a good joke.
You know, in Kai's words of wisdom, he always told me, it's like, if you say that was a good joke, that's like going back in time and stabbing the joke in the womb.
Yeah, that's why you say
Which is
it.
my favorite pastime.
I'm gonna be
Funnily.
really confused because I'm gonna see Twitch chat on like the YouTube video, and I'm gonna think that's actually people talking.
He kind of like respond to them, just like, yeah.
I might want to fast forward until you're stuck in a defensive situation. Okay, block dash right there. You should have block dashed in. Immediately, I can tell you that you were not button dashing. If you button dash, you can block. Like starting frame 1 of your dash, you're good. We're gonna.
Twitch looks fine, but the screen share is so laggy.
Is it really? Damn.
We might just watch it through Twitch then.
Okay. Okay, you got a hit. Okay, so I'm confused on why you backdashed out. That wasn't a burst bait. I don't know if it was supposed to be a burst bait, but in that situation, you want to keep on applying pressure. When it's your turn, okay, so Skullgirls is one of those games where you're always plus. Anime fighters in general are like that, where you always seem to have advantage if you're the aggressor. And finding your way out is kind of, I don't want to say lucky, but you have to just have really solid knowledge about how your opponent's setup actually works. In that situation, unless you're going for a burst bait, you want to apply pressure. And if you were going for a burst bait, you should still continue applying pressure. Once the frames of the burst bait actually wear off, you want to make sure you're immediately pressing a button again. Or an assist is covering you or something like that. That's not important right now, but the reason I'm saying it is because if you end up in a defensive situation because of that, you shouldn't have been blocking in the first place. A lot of people don't agree with this anymore, but I still kind of stand by Duck's original words, where the moment you find yourself blocking, you already screwed up. In Skullgirls, you should never find yourself blocking. That doesn't mean you should never block, but it means if you find yourself in a situation where you're blocking, it means you fucked up somewhere. Pressure thing, combo thing, getting the sliding knockdown, saved OTG, so good stuff. Got the overhead with the head to make it safe. Oh, everything's chugging.
I think the screen share on my end is also like really slow. So
Yeah, I'm just watching through the VODs.
Okay. So, all right, you push block in the air, and your opponent does not re-jump. They just kind of go back to neutral. Good awareness using the head right there. In that situation, if you're going to press anything with the head, you should have pressed Nom, just because you would have been able to do a full screen conversion. Not important. All right, got him. Low. In this situation, you're never really under pressure. The one time you're under pressure in the air, you push blocked. I'm just going to talk about that vaguely until well, I guess you're under pressure here, so I'm going to pause for a bit and talk about that. Let's go like back a little bit. So your opponent gets a hit confirm in a moment after the stream stopped chugging. First, you ran in. They go for a jab. Get anything off of it. Loaded a vial. Try to apply pressure again. Then they get a touch on you because your setup wasn't safe. You gotta call the assist sooner. Now they're hitting both of you. Here. Okay. So you push block in the air. This was good in this situation, but I want you to have full awareness on everything that's going on here. When you push block in the air, that means you're not falling downward. It is delaying your descent. That has a couple of consequences. That means that if your opponent goes for like a low throw mix-up or anything like that, or if they're going for like a grounded pressure string or anything like that, that works out in your favor. That means your opponent can't hit you low, you are above the ground. I mean, they can technically hit you low, but like you're not going to get hit by it, especially at this height. The other thing you need to be aware of right here is if your opponent baited out that push block, since you're stuck in the exact same spot, they can loop pressure strings on you. As long as you keep on push blocking, they can keep on keeping you stuck in that situation until you finally crack. They can also time a re-jump into a grab because you're in the exact same height, so it makes it really easy to aim and time a air grab to punish you for push blocking in the air. So while push blocking in the air has its value, be aware of its downsides. Also remember that push block technically puts you into block stun, which means that you can't get grabbed while you're in block stun, but the frame you're out of that, you can get grabbed. So if they time it so like 18 or 19 frames into your push block, your opponent applies a grab on you, frame 1 they'll be able to grab you and you won't be able to do shit about it. I mean, you can tech it, but like I seriously know you'll be reacting on a tech. Okay, so here's a weird thing that people don't utilize because it's not the greatest, but like it is a very good cheesy tool. You can option select push block or grab tech. So the moment your opponent presses a button, if you press light punch, light kick, and medium punch, you'll push block if they press that attack, and you'll tech the grab if they death throw. I'm not honestly sure why more people don't do it, so I don't know why it's bad, but I know it's bad. So just be aware of that. Any other comments on that?
Maybe it's got something to do with like
Burst baits.
The inputs being burst baits, yeah. Or
Yeah,
the inputs being
that's definitely a thing.
My internet, everything is burst baits, so I don't know.
or like inputs are inconsistent, maybe.
No, I don't think so. Because you can set it as a macro. I have it as a macro.
Can you have 3 buttons on a macro? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can put 3 buttons on a macro. You can put 4 buttons on a macro.
That's cool. Can I put every button on a macro for when I panic?
I've never tried. I don't think you should. For many reasons. Tekken has panic buttons, Skullgirls does not. When you're panicking, you lose. I mean, I guess SSJ is a panic button, but whatever.
All I hear is when you panic, run your face across your fight stick and hope something good comes out.
What's that? Spam napalm pillar?
I did that, but that's how I wrote my essays. That grab you out of the air. Hold up. Does that normally do that?
Yeah, it has an air hit, or it hits above her.
Command grabs don't have to obey the you have to be grounded to get hit by grounded grab kind of thing, right? Because command grab is their own category.
You have to be on the ground to be hit by a command grab, but that's a hit grab, so it cancels it.
Oh, that's cool. That makes sense. I did not know that was hit grab. You could block that. I guess that makes sense. I don't fight enough Valentines. The only Valentine I fight is Cloud.
Yeah. I got in a good bit with Fedora when he played.
I could be Fedora, and that's immediately a problem. Okay, so you came in and you pressed the button. The only button you should be pressing on incoming. Incoming is super advantageous for your opponent. The only button you should be pressing on incoming is grab tech, unless you have a godlike read, or if you're trying to do like reversal teacup, or like reversal timpani or something ridiculous, or reversal feral edge, whatever. Like those are ballsy moves. Like you don't normally do that. The only thing you should be pressing is grab tech, and it should be on reaction. In that situation, you landed and then just tried to start pressing buttons. Your opponent has such a huge advantage. Like there's no reason to ever do that, and you got counter hit for it. I call that defensive. Good-ish push block there. So you normally want to push block off of single hitting moves. Also, Penny, I think you were gonna say something.
Yeah, against solos specifically, it's really hard for them to keep pressure in this game because a lot of resetting pressure comes with assists. So on incoming, it's pretty safe to just take the throw if they're gonna do it and just block, because they're gonna run themselves out of pressure pretty quickly if you end up blocking right.
Interesting. I should remember that. But I also don't play against solos, except for Outlaw Spike.
Yeah, but that guy's terrifying. Heck, that guy.
Okay, so you got hit low there. There's not much you can do there. I mean, okay. So let's go back a little bit. Yeah, counter hit. Then you're gonna be blocking. In this situation, you actually did want to push block the multi hit, but in general, remember that multi hitting push blocks. That means the second hit will stop Valentine from moving backwards. The first hit you'll push block, but because the second hit comes out so fast, she won't actually move backwards much. You want to usually do it on single hits if you're trying to build space. But in this situation, you could have absolute guarded. Not that it mattered in that situation because Valentine jumped away. I don't know why. So in that situation, you actually did want to block the multi-hit, and then if you don't know how absolute guarding works, I sent you a link on it yesterday. Does anyone in chat not know how absolute guarding works? If not, I'm just gonna send the link. Why not?
Also, Valentine's stand medium kick is a lot like Eliza Crouch medium kick, in that if you see it and push block the first few hits, you actually get a free punish on it with PBGC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Reliably? Like before the heavy
Yeah.
comes out?
Same as Eliza Crouch medium kick. It's why people don't really use that button.
What if you Kara cancel the standing medium kick into a heavy?
You just get push blocked away then, because you're not doing the multi-hit.
Oh, but like after you see the push blocks there, like on reaction to the push block.
Yeah, you'd still get PBGC.
I feel like because it's a medium.
I guess if you're doing PBGC crouch like light or some junk, you might beat it out. But if they're doing like PBGC DP, you probably still lose.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Barring a reversal. I think that's exactly what Penny was. Alright, I forgot to ask, what do all the broken hearts and exclamation question mark mean? Oh, okay, so exclamation mark, so when it's blue and it's an exclamation mark, question mark, that means you got hit overhead. If it's 2 exclamation marks, I think it's 2 exclamation marks, and it's yellow, that means you got hit low. When it's a broken heart, that means it's a counter hit. That means you were pressing a button when you shouldn't have been, and your opponents are hitting you out of startup.
Ideally, you never see that, ever.
Yeah, you should never be seeing that because your opponent gets to do double damage on their first hit, and on top of that, they get to do an extra 100 Dizzy in their combo. If you don't know how Dizzy works, please play the tutorial. There was also one other important thing to note about those 3. Oh, drawing a blank. Oh well.
Alright, cool.
Okay, so this is where you should absolute guard. Yeah, so notice how they did the medium punch and went low. You should have, halfway through that medium punch, you should have done an absolute guard, so you're blocking both directions at the same time, so you didn't have to guess high-low. Hit come from low, blah, 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 then you die. Cool, got the kill. I liked that you weaved under the scalpel. It's good awareness of what your opponent's options are in that situation. Not much they can do except waste a meter to hit you in that specific zone. Like, hold on, I actually want to admire that a little bit more. Right here. So in this situation, what can your opponent do? Throw a scalpel, or level 1 super. Like, can't she do anything else? I mean, she can bypass if she wants to cover horizontal space, but like, not really.
She could come down with a button.
She can come down with a button, but like, you have fiber.
Yeah, but fiber turns it into kind of a 50-50 game.
Not when you have an assist.
If you block the fiber, you kill her. I guess if you call it with assist.
Yeah. In this situation, Valentine has very few options, so it's a really smart idea to just like dash under a little bit and just kind of avoid her option and then set up whatever the hell you want, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely dash at her.
We're doing the thing. Okay, you gotta get better at timing that assist call. That's the second time that's happened. The sliding knockdown, because Valentine saves FTG forever. I don't know what happened because my stream choked. Offense, you're doing good. Blah 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 blah. You should just win out here. Oh no, okay. So reminder to mix in throws more. I mean, it's weird. Okay, so this is actually a weird situation where you did the right thing. You went for a hit after you went for a grab reset. Your opponent just kind of assumed you weren't going to go for a grab again. So, I mean, I guess this is a bit of a Yomi thing. I don't know. Penny, maybe you can give a bit more insight on this. Because, like, in that situation, did Meat just get a lucky counter? Or was it, like, a smart decision to counter in that situation? I guess no one goes for grab resets twice.
You'd have to rewind it, because I didn't.
Okay.
I think it was lagging a little bit.
Let's slow this down. Knockdown. Roll the head. At the overhead. Got the grab. I don't know why they loaded Vile there. That was just crazy.
Yeah.
And then you went low. Part of me just thinks that Meat was being crazy.
Yeah. I think that you saw that he was pushing buttons last time out of pressure, like when he tried to Vile when you counter hit through. So at that point, you should have respected his wake up and like said, okay, he did something last time. It's pretty likely he's gonna do something again.
Yeah, he loaded Vile out of pressure. He really expected you just sit there and down back. It was very
that made me think it was more of a match than that.
Oh, okay. Well, same.
If you just block, it's likely he'll just kill himself and you can punish.
Another thing you can look at is like if you just do exactly what we did at round start and just admired what options that people have in a specific situation. This spaghetti happens, then you get a throw when they were trying to mash. That's right after this. Let's go back a few seconds. Right after the throw. In this situation, what are the options your opponent can do as a Valentine? She has 4 meter. She can counter. No super is gonna hit you from being above there. She knows that you're a fortune, so you want to apply pressure. You also have headless, which means you can make everything safe, which is more reason to counter. You went for a throw. Out of the last 4 resets, only one of them was a throw. So your opponent actually has a pretty good reason to counter in this situation, even if Meat wasn't being crazy. So that's a good way to just analyze situations in general. Just kind of look at the specific moment and be like, what could my opponent have done? What could I have done? Is there anything I could have done that beats most, if not all, of their options? And from Val's perspective right there, counter beats most, if not all, of your options.
Also, funnily enough, I think that's one of the situations where the higher you go, the more likely that the counter super is actually going to work there. Because nobody uses counter super.
Yeah.
So people would be like, it's a solo Val in pressure. I'm going to keep pushing buttons because Valentine doesn't have any options. And because nobody uses counter super, so nobody.
Yeah.
Why did the Valentine load a Vile in the corner?
That was an accident.
Because
I have to assume it's an accident.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah. Alright.
Okay, you just kind of killed him. We'll do one more and then we'll probably move on to Dry Eyes. Unless, I don't know, I guess we can just all 5, I don't care.
I was literally just about to say, why are we? How did you get into the lobbies? I thought they weren't working. My brain stopped working for a moment when I saw the lobby there.
You can get into the lobbies, and other people can join. It's just if you ready up on second 6, exactly at 6 seconds, it
Always
just
six.
crashes.
It's always
It's a sign.
6 seconds. There's a reason I avoided that number.
What the heck was that autocorrect stay medium punch? Wait, hold on a second.
Alright. Hold up. Here, blood pressure. Things are happening. What the fuck?
Right?
I'm just gonna ignore that.
What
Yeah, it's Skullgirls. It's alright.
Get great advice. Ignore that.
Sometimes Skullgirls happens. You know.
So I mean, what actually happened is the first hit of it autocorrects between the first and second hits of standing medium punch. It's not the only move that does that. Squiggly standing hard punch does that. So what happened is like Valentine pushed herself forward with standing medium punch and crossed up because fortune is so small. So this is a very, very specific situation, and because of that, after the first hit, she was able to confirm with the second hit because the second hit autocorrected while you stuffed yourself into the corner. That is not a realistic situation. Don't worry about it. If you think that's happening consistently, just do an air reversal and you'll be fine.
That should have been cat heads.
Yeah. So cat heads is always the safe DHC option. If you're trying to continue pressure, I mean, cat heads just always makes it your turn, and it's the same.
Safe. It's just insanely plus.
It's the best. Honestly, super in the game. I kind of wish it was a 3-meter super. Some people disagree, but I think it should be a 3-meter super. It's better than a level 3. Or level 3 does godlike damage, though, but I don't know. Happening. Things are happening. Things are happening. Counter hit. Okay. You get counter hit a lot quickly. You gotta respect your opponent a little bit more. Okay, you respected that incoming a little bit. I think you tech grab preemptively on incoming. I have to double check. Oh no, Valentine whiffed. You just kind of landed. Okay, you landed. You didn't press a button. I respect that. You missed time to push block. Yeah.
Unfortunate. Good stagger from the Valentine.
So careful when you push block. There are 2 types of push blocks. I think I have a link for this. I'm gonna see if I can quickly find. Is this the right one? I don't think so. I don't think this is the right one. Can someone confirm this is the Peck video? Actually, I'm just gonna. I've
already done it. Heck
yeah, this is the Peck video. Okay.
Oh, I was late.
Honestly, super jump back JHK is a good option because Valentine would have had a hard time chasing you into the tougher option. Oh yeah, okay. Good call, Yo-Yo. But also, look up that push blocking thing. There are 2 types of push blocks. There's preemptive push blocking, and then there's just push blocking on reaction. In that situation, you push blocked preemptively. Be careful not to do that. I mean, you can do that if you know your opponent's pressure. Like, it has to be like your opponent's pressure is predictable. Yeah. How safe is it to DHC into Peacock's bomb super?
That's not
very safe. Yo-Yo, yeah, actually Yo-Yo names it. It's one of the safest options. Aren't you like +2 after that? Like most supers. I guess it depends what they blocked.
Yeah, Peacock's best DHC is Lenny, but that's not safe in all situations, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, you can make it safe basically. In my personal opinion, ideally you never DHC to Peacock in general, but
yeah.
That's more of an opinionated thing. Alright. You just kind of killed him. Pressure. They got out. How they got out? You got okay. Counter hit again. I'm just noticing a trend here. You really gotta fix that double timing. Okay, what happened?
Run up grab after a crouch medium.
Okay, so there were 3 hits there where you didn't push block. So you push blocked at first. No, you did push block, and that's fine. And then you got hit 3 times and you didn't push block, right? 2 times, 3 times.
2 times, I think.
Yeah, 2 times, and you didn't push block. If you push block the first hit, you'd be in block stun, because remember it puts you in block stun. You cannot be grabbed out of block stun. That's a good way to option select that.
The problem with DHCing into Peacock is it means that Peacock isn't playing the game she wants to.
Yeah, because Peacock generally just wants to be full screen. She builds so much meter like that, can set up Lenny all on her own and things like that. If you're DHCing in as Peacock, you can build full screen with Beam Super, but Beam Super is not a great super to DHC in with it. And if you DHC in with Lenny, that implies that you're probably pretty close to your opponent. Because what safe situation are you DHCing into Lenny with?
It's less that the DHC itself is bad and more that Peacock would rather have already been out.
Yeah. There is the thing where it's like, okay, so this is I respect, where like you use Car Super to come out on the opposite side of the screen and then DHC into Lenny. That's like a good situation in DHC.
That's not safe for everyone either, though. Parasol gets full combo off of it.
Really?
Yeah, you can snipe it.
Oh, that's crazy. Never mind. I don't know shit. Cool. Oh, you got hit. Let's see how you got hit. Nice jump. I gotta respect Meat's jump over that silly slide. I would not have seen that coming. That's just because I'm bad, though. What happened? Okay, you just kind of got caught.
I don't know if I like DHCing to Peacock if you don't get to continue a combo. What?
Good push block there. Wait until the last hit. I don't even know how that second push block worked, but you got it. Slide, clean conversion. When I say clean conversion, but everything Fortune does looks like it got lucky. How did that work? They just timed that grab perfectly.
The grab out of the push block? Yeah.
Yeah. That time you guys, I guess you just kind of got baited. I don't think you were absolute guard. Okay, so this is me making a bullshit attempt to help you out in this situation. When you push blocked in you do this, then they hit you with the medium. Then you push block, you're not absolute guarding. If you absolute guard, that lets you be standing. Remember that you can't tech grabs while crouching. So while you're standing, you can immediately then do an option select on the next hit. So it'll either tech the grab or block the hit. Useful.
Also, more of a Yomi thing, but the Valentine's not doing anything about the push block. They keep being aggressive after the push block. Fortune's got one of the best PVGC options in the heckin' game because her jab is ridiculous. So
Yeah.
a lot of these you could be push blocking into PVGC jab and just getting full combos off of it.
Classic. UGC jab is so weird.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I do it all the time.
Why it's weird, Sam?
I think it's fun to have Lenny on screen. I mean, you're not wrong. Lenny's hilarious.
Is it good?
Hey?
No.
Yes.
Lenny's crazy
Lenny's
good. Yeah.
crazy good. What are you talking about, Sam?
Peanuts dumps all of his meter into Lenny every time he has
I
one.
thought we were still talking about DHing in the Lenny.
Oh, do you see into Lenny? I don't know. But like having Lenny on screen in general is just always good. It's just it could have been better because you're Peacock and you're the best character in the game.
I love Lenny. Lenny's one of my favorites.
Lenny's really good. It's just DHing into Lenny means you weren't playing Peacock already, is the problem.
Yeah.
Go to dry eyes. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Backwards a little bit. Alright. So dry eyes I think wants a little bit more general information, specifically not OTG management, because they know that they're struggling with that. I would also add to that, you probably already know that your sound stun management has been a little bit shoddy, but we'll take a look. A few other things for the advice. Anytime. Girls Lobby still dead. God damn, really? I was just in a Tekken lobby. Tekken lobbies were fine. I don't know.
The L bang into Lenny and then the launcher left right for the unscaled Lenny thing is hilarious. That thing's so good for happy birthdays, it's ridiculous.
Yo-Yo's giving sick advice. I'm respecting that. Anything else?
Good Skullgirls 2012 to 2019. Man, this game's been dead for years.
Yeah. Damn, dark. How dare you? Yeah. Okay. So, by the way, if somebody else wants their VOD reviewed from this, because we are approaching the 2-hour mark, please put it in chat soon, because these 5 matches might otherwise be the very last 5 matches we look at. So, if you absolutely want your VOD reviewed from the last week, let me know now.
Are we not doing like VOD reviews for everybody?
I don't. We have the time. We saw how long the last one took.
I didn't realize VOD reviews took that long.
We'll try. I'm okay
suppose,
with doing one more, but like I don't think we're gonna be able to get all of them.
Suppose it's different than. Suppose it's different compared to like doing it like on the spot. Because like on the spot you'd say it and then it keeps going. On this you can like look at it in detail.
Yeah, you don't have time to do everything on the spot.
Yeah.
But this, you can like pause and go back. Also, I'm gonna throw something out here, matchup wise. Big Man's got a crazy good matchup into Philia because of specifically stand light punch.
Perfect.
Which is
stuffs anything Philly can throw out.
Yeah, really fast at the perfect height to stop any IAD shenanigans ever.
Symbols. Okay, you didn't need to. You got lucky. In that situation, you want to card cancel into symbols so you stay above that boulder. But also, I want to go back to when you grabbed him into the.
By the way, why only Philia specifically?
Because Philia's main approach options keep her at the perfect height to be jabbed out, and also she doesn't have disjointed, so she can't like poke past it. She sort of does with instant hair dash, but like Ban still beats.
Eliza can do button mashing, and she'll beat it because it's Eliza, and that's what she does.
Well, there's a point where you normal grabbed her into the corner or something like that. Just be aware that when you grab, you're at maximum height. If your opponent goes for instant overhead setups, which Philia loves to do, you will die. Any character can instant overhead Ban in general, but any character can instant overhead anybody when they're trying to do grab on wake up.
Because at maximum height? What?
Yeah, when they're at maximum height, it makes it super easy to punish them with them.
But what do you mean by like maximum height? Like, do their hitboxes get bigger when they go to grab or something?
So every character, like, they bob up and down, or when they're crouching, they get like shorter and things like that. When you're going into standing grab, it puts your character at its maximum standing height. So like it doesn't actually get bigger per se. I mean, it might a little bit for some characters, but it means that you are just really big and there and easy to instant overhead. Like Bella, for example, is really hard to instant overhead while she's standing. Super easy when she's crouching. But when she's standing and does a grab and whiffs, then it's a lot easier to do.
Okay.
Yeah, push a lot more stand light punch. The button's really good.
That's a match with them.
Also, general
Big Ban has 2 normals that are 6 frames. Why?
Yeah, you know.
I mean,
have one.
I use light punch a lot because I accidentally can't DP.
7.
Oh damn! What were you saying, Sam?
I use light punch a lot, but that's because I'm trying to DP.
That's fair.
Are you Draco?
Yeah. Draco's bad.
Dang.
I like Draco.
I like him too. He's a cool dude.
Oh. You got that
heavy
heavy
DP.
stand
light punch.
Do light DP. Unless you think your opponent's gonna try and grab you, do light DP. There's no reason to do heavy.
Unless you believe it has armor, which it doesn't.
Stop.
No, H-Chain isn't very good against Philia because she's so mobile that it's really easy for her to dead zone it. Stand light punch is a better option.
Okay. You woke up SSJ. Don't do that. Oh, you didn't wake up SSJ. You just kind of did SSJ. Don't do that.
I think it was... Maybe you saw the forward dash, but you can block while forward dashing in this game.
Right. So, as you get better and better, and you're fighting better and better opponents, your opponents will be block dashing to approach you. That will never work. Although, to be fair, it's okay to test your opponent, although not with Big Bang. So, for example, with Squiggly, I often test my opponent to see if they block dash or not. With Serious Center Stage SBO, but SBO makes everything safe. So, like, if my opponent was block dashing, they'll block it, but I'll still have advantage. If my opponent wasn't block dashing, then they won't block it, and I get a full combo, and I know that how they're extremely. So, yeah. It's funny. This game's been out for like. I mean, I guess to be fair, no one would assume that you can block while dashing in this game. You can't do that in any other game, as far as I know. I mean, I guess sort of. No, you can't do it in MK technically, right? Like while you're running, even if you're holding the block button, doesn't do anything.
There's not even a run. I don't think you can while you block dash. I don't think there's a block dash now.
Okay.
No, yeah, because if you block, it cancels your dash completely. That's how you wave dash.
Oh,
I forgot it wasn't a back to block game.
Is there hit stop in MK?
Yes.
Okay. That funny. You approaching with jumping leg kick there is scary a little bit, but it's fine. There are times where you want to empty jump when you approach. You don't always want to press jump. You want to empty jump, like they're going to respect it. They're just going to hold back. You're going to land and then grab them, or jab and then kick throw them. Good card cancel under pressure there. You want to end in a light brass, not medium brass. In that situation, you use brass. Use light brass because then you're safe. You're -5. When you're safe, that lets you do all sorts of dumb things, such as a frame 1 invulnerable move like DPs, or another light brass in case they were expecting a DP, and then Yomi comes in, and it's all sorts of fun. Although I don't want you to steal my tech, but I also want you to steal my tech. No one. Oh my god! Like I hit so many people like that at Combo Breaker. Those are the best ways to get hit confirms on Cloud. Cloud King got hit by that like 4 times.
Was he playing Philia?
No, he was playing his main team.
I don't remember what his teams are anymore.
Valentine something.
I still remember the Valentine Philia double. The 2 teams guys that ran that. I don't know what either of them are putting in nowadays.
Guys, learn a combo. I've been saying that for months. Like, learn to be consistent on combo. And okay, so here's the thing that I haven't been saying consistently, but I think I must have said at least once because it's important. Every time you go into the training mode to try a combo out, fight against 3 different characters. 3 different characters for every single day. And the reason I say that is because your combo will have slightly different timing or slight adjustments you have to do for every single character you fight. And it's very, very good to practice against all of the cast because they have different models, they fall at different rates, so on and so forth. There are 3 main weight classes in this game, and obviously, you know, just like real life, when people are heavier, they fall faster. And you also want to be worried about like the sizes and hitboxes. So, for example, when double gets really, really small while she's being hit, and it's a pain in the butt. Some characters get really, really low to the ground when they crumple, and that's a pain in the butt. Eliza, Fortune, and Parasol are the main culprits for that.
There's actually 4 different weight classes. It's light, medium, heavy, and double because nothing works on double.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why? Why does double come off as way more heavier than band for some reason?
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's all that sludge and soul she has eaten.
At this point, I almost want to say more stuff about Fraudulent Robot than Dry Eyes. The Dry Eyes is just fundamental stuff. Be safer. Careful when you're grabbing. EBGC grab. You just see other directional grab. I mean, I guess it autocorrects, but still, damn. Nice tech. Messed up the 4 frame. Unfortunate. That's hilarious. Getting DHC.
Robot says, Crank talking about me. Finish a combo.
Damn, savage. Okay. You're playing a spacing character. You're playing Philia, who's like, if she's not precise with her spacing, she can't do anything. You are whiffing on way too many things. That's like right away my first thing. So like, let's go back real quick. Also,
that should be easier to combo on.
First off, cancel this into. I mean, I guess you wanted a DHC, so I guess that makes sense. Never mind. I don't know why you're like. I don't know what your mission is here. So when you're over here, you're trying to close some distance by instant air dash, fast falling with a grab. Then you go backwards again. Like, what are you trying to do? You have to have a goal in mind. So Band, this is something that's really interesting. Band actually loves to control as much space as possible. You want to close distance on your opponent at all times, which means that you. This is another reason why this matchup is so rough for Philia, because you want to close distance on them, but Band has an advantage over Philia at almost every turn. So, I mean, other than the fact that Philia has a 5 from jab, you gotta exploit that, obviously. But don't just move around without a goal. If you're trying to make them whiff a move, then, like, get closer to them so that they would actually throw out a move. Then make them whiff, block it, punish it, do whatever you need to do. You have also dumb things you can do, like sweep into DP and things like that. Let's see, what else? Stay on the ground too long, you're Philia, you should always be in the air. But, I mean, to be fair, I'm not going to blame you for that one, because a lot of people get caught by that. I can't believe that hit. And I can't believe the stream is dying so hard.
Yeah, but it looks like one of your biggest problems is just, like, I can see what you're trying to do, but you just miss some inputs. That seems to happen a good chunk.
But I mean, like, so you can see what they're trying to do, but, like, from my perspective, I can't. Like, what are they trying to do
I can
here?
see things like a instant air dash heavy punch and then, like, jump forward heavy punch. That was supposed to be another air dash for pressure.
Okay.
I think that a lot of the stuff you're doing, it's easy for us to say, like, do this instead. But that's harder to understand than doing it and getting punished for it so that you can really understand it. But to do that, you need to actually do it consistently. So what I'm saying is you should probably work on cleaning up your inputs. Pretty hard.
I would just generally have a game plan. I don't know what you're trying to do here. I've played this same 10-second clip like 12 times now. I don't know what you're trying to do here. You're just up backing a lot. I understand if you're afraid and you're like, oh god, what am I supposed to do here? And you're like trying to get some, but you're not. When in this situation would you be at advantage, right? If your opponent whiffed a brass or whiffed a move, and then you can close space on them and do something. Make them whiff a brass. Make them want to use brass. In this situation, no one's gonna use a brass. At most, they're gonna use a giant step because giving them time. Not to mention, Dry Eyes has the health lead. Pay attention to everything that's going on. Not to mention, Dry Eyes has more meter than you. Like, even if you try to be aggressive on them, like, they can do a reversal and, like, crazily scare you. Well, if they have a lot of meter and they're big band, they like to use their reversals. Like, I mean, actually that means they don't like to use their reversals because they have a lot of meter. But in general, bands like to use a lot of reversals. Try to bait out a reversal. Use your assist to, like, and sacrifice some of their health and to bait out an SSJ and get a heavy counter hit punish. Have a goal.
He said he was waiting for Bella to heal. But I'll also say that if you're running away in this game, whether you're stalling timer or you're waiting for a character to heal, the last thing you want to do is back yourself into a corner, because that's how you lose like heck in this game.
Yeah.
So if you're waiting for band, a really, really good option that Philia has is super jump, double jump, light hairball, because you go so high in the air, he's not going to be able to do anything about it, and you've crossed to the other side, so you're not stuck in the corner. So even then, up backing into the corner over and over doesn't help you waiting for Bella, when you could get to the other side of the screen and do it longer.
Another thing you can do is notice how much red health Dry Eyes has. This is a solo versus duo thing specifically for you. You have a meter, and they have a lot of red health. Get rid of it.
Yeah, super jump, like hairball.
Like, you have objectives you can do right now. You have things you can do. And again, Big Band wants to gain space on you. You are giving him Big Band everything he wants. You're just letting him have his space.
Is there anything that Big Ben would have been able to do to like beat the super jump hairballs thing?
Probably not.
Okay.
Double jump, react, like preemptive super jump, double jump, infinity.
You'd have to know it's coming, and if it's the first time you're doing the set, you're just not going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You went for a really greedy reset there. You could have killed. Don't do that. Your opponent has 5 meter. You would have died. Also, notice how much beneficial that all that extra health was for you. You waited time for Bella to get health back, but none of it mattered. Right? It didn't save you. So there are times where you want to buy time to let your character heal. A, definitely not that much time. B, you don't want to give up space. C, you don't want to let your opponent do whatever they want. And D, it doesn't matter if you're hitting them. They can't do shit if you're hitting them.
Yeah, the best way to stall for time in this game is to beat them up. Because they can't do anything about it when you're doing that.
If you get a hit confirm, you can just combo while Bella's healing. Just don't call your assist. That's awesome.
Airball in general is really good, since now you can heckin' air dash can't flip on block, which is really stupid.
Dry DNA, you'll learn that whenever you watch your replays, you're always flubbing up a lot. Not just you, I mean everybody. Like, everybody screws up a ton, and no one really remembers it until they go back and watch the VODs. Which is why, for example, Penny hates watching VODs of her losing.
Yeah, pretty much. I hate watching my VODs in general.
Yeah. But it's also the best way to improve. You being able to pause at moments where you screwed up and analyze why you screwed up and what you can do next time. Doing it consistently will help you realize trends and what mistakes you're making and help you have like goals when you go into games, being like, okay, this time I am not going to get caught by instant hair dash. Good use of brass there. You didn't use autopilot in A-Train. I respect that. You should have gone into SSJ. You have 2 meter. You could have killed. I think you would have won the game right there.
Yeah, that would have done so much damage. In general, solo band, you're not really using your meter on anything. So if you get a raw brass confirm, just do SSJ, heck it. The second one's questionable usually, but the first one's usually worth it.
Actually, yeah, in that situation, they still had sound stun. They could have giant stepped to use another SSJ. They had 2 meter. Yeah, they could have just murdered. Oh, well, that was a quick game. You just kind of got caught, robot. There's not much to say there.
Solo band damage, unfortunate.
Let's look at the initial beginning of that double snap. See what happened. You started juggling this Bella, then you just let her go away. Then we called instant hair dash. Then we called an oddly spaced Titan or forgot not bleh, lock and load. That's the second time you've done that, where you throw out a lock and load when you're just barely too far away. And you're also not doing anything to prevent Big Band from jumping over it. This is how a lot of people get double snapped, but if you have been playing 5 games against your opponent, you'll kind of understand when they're going to be pressing buttons and when they're not pressing buttons. Get the lock and load out, but then also cover space at the same time, so Big Band can't do anything about it.
Ideally, the best case scenario is you make them block something before you call that assist.
Right. Lock and load is better for keeping the pressure going, not just covering space. It also depends on the team, though, because like Peacock, lock and load, that's exactly how you block.
Yeah, it depends on like character too. Like with solo band's just gonna kill you if he hits the assist, so you don't want to use it for that. But if you're playing against like a trio of characters that don't do damage, it's probably fine to.
Can you also like while the Philly was running, couldn't she like have been like getting ready to like block? Like while the assist was coming out to like bait out like something?
Yeah, exactly. You can use the assist to bait out any sort of punish on the assist, which is valuable, especially when your opponent's playing solo. It's just overall rough. Okay. He was just kind of letting me push buttons on him earlier. Oh, okay. You started in IAD, yeah. That's a quirky situation, I guess. Alright. Does anyone else really want their VOD reviewed? Otherwise, I am going to die. VOD plays Val Bella double.
Can I come?
VOD has lots of teams.
Yeah. Sage uploaded a match today of playing Parasol. They were both playing Parasol.
That's awesome. Yeah, I wanted to watch that. I didn't watch it yet. Is it good? Or just
well, yeah, it was good. It didn't hurt at all. They didn't miss a lot of confirms. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that it did hurt, and they did miss a lot.
I really like watching them play, but
and you didn't like watching them play.
I do really like watching them play.
So, fun fact, I was actually supposed to commentate the 3v3 exhibition at CB, but unfortunately one of the pools for, I think, cross tag went on too long. Unfortunate. Review? No, I am not reviewing Sage vs. Cloud. I'm just going to embarrass myself.
I will sit there and tell you about every Parasol conversion they missed and what they could have done. I was doing it in my head already.
Alright, let's do it.
Wait, do you actually want to do it? I mean, we don't have to, but...
let's do it for a bit.
Alright, heck it.
Sonic Fox? Oh.
that wrong song. Wrong game.
I mean, we could, you know.
Sonic's still playing Gears. Gross.
We could still do MK11. It's all good, especially if it's Gears. It's all good.
You know, I get 80 emails a day, and this drives me nuts. Only a third of them are from like YouTube and stuff. They're all just, it's just all so much work.
I don't check my email if it's not my work email anymore.
Like, I am not one of those people that hoards all my emails in my inbox. These 240 emails need sorting.
Hold on, wait. Let me just open my phone. My email thing right now has 7,000 mail things. That I haven't looked at.
You have a problem.
It's because I don't look at it. I don't like care.
Yeah, I agree with Penny. I only look at it when like it's like, oh, you made a new account, you need to like confirm your email address, and that's the only time I'd open.
Your email is so much more valuable than that. I can't believe it.
I use my work email a ton. Like, there's nothing unread in that one.
Yeah, if I have like a separate one for like when I was like job searching, so I did because I didn't want to like get that lost and everything.
Okay, I'm about to talk
The
about
fact
all
that
these
you're worried about
confirms.
things getting lost and other things is implying that you have a problem in terms of your own email.
Yeah, because I don't care about it.
All right, Penny, tell me what's going on.
Okay, well, he missed a shot, so that's unfortunate.
Gotta keep audio on this one.
That was an easy... That right there? Go back. That was a confirm. That was a free confirm.
Hold up.
So he shot... so Parasol gets hit by the 2 tiers at the same time after that. So slide into 2 tiers, jump forward, would have totally given him a confirm.
I cannot believe
go
we're
for the other shot.
reviewing Sage and Cloud. Why are we doing this? I guess this is the way to learn.
Rare footage of upset Penny.
Look, I just really like Parasol, right?
Does Love have anything that lets her low profile those tiers? Like sweep or
Yeah, crouch, medium, kick.
Okay. They're just eating them, and that just is, I believe, what Parasol wants, in my experience.
Pretty much. Egret makes it a little bit trickier, but...
I can almost do this combo!
This is... He should not be doing that. There's so... He could have done so much more damage here.
I am not optimal with Parasol, and I have no intention to be. I play Parasol like I play Tekken. No idea what I'm doing.
Clyde specifically didn't have to spend the bar there.
Oh, okay.
If you did the right combo.
That sucks. That was a raw level 2 too, right? Like that wasn't
Yeah.
DHC'd in.
He's running Carpenters too, which is good, because it's better than Butchers. I'm just lazy.
It really is. I mean, Butchers,
That's a
I still don't know how to
reversal
deal with Butchers, to be fair.
He just did BBGC Detonate, I want to point out.
My favorite.
The bane of Parasol's everywhere. Now Parasol's off screen, so I can't say anything, because they're so much better at this game than me. But... This is something that doubles, I think, need to do so much more often, though. Jump medium kick is such a good button in pressure, because it keeps you in for so long. It lets you do 3 overheads. The third one, you can fast fall out of its 5 hits. Like, it's a really dumb button.
I hate this character. I think when I don't play this game for like a week or two, I think it's just single-handedly because of this character. Double.
Yeah,
Not
pretty
double,
much.
Double.
That's dirty incoming because Bella gets that, because Bella.
That's mean.
You just run up and do cat heads because heck, that's if you have double second on your team or you're able to DHC into double, don't be afraid to run up and do something dumb because you can make it plus. It's fine.
Double sounds like a fun, fair, and balanced character.
Yeah.
Is Cloud playing Sev's old team?
Yeah.
Like having deja vu here. Sev has such good science for all her teams. She just knows like how her teams work so well. It's so cool.
I'm upset about this too. That's not how you punish that.
All right.
If you're gonna heavy counter hit on Eliza, jump hard punch, air dash, jump hard punch.
Really?
It will kill people so fast.
I mean, they are two single hitting cards, but like that instantly starts on Dizzy though.
I don't. Not on heavy counter hit.
Oh, I mean that's because of the action. I guess it's fair.
Yeah.
A counter hit makes it worth it.
Havoc's heavy counter hit rats do that. They just kill you if you get hit. Like she does so much damage on counter hit.
Okay.
This should be full corner.
Could
carry.
you have corner carried from that? Or
Yeah,
no?
you could have gotten the double snap there.
Damn.
That stomp. Okay, yeah. So the stomp slide thing is really dumb, but there's no reason to be resetting Parasol on the ground. If you're gonna go for the left right, use stand light punch so that you can hit her before she pillars and shut down that option completely.
Heard it here first, Sage. I can't see Twitch chat. Like deep down, I'm wondering if like these people are just gonna like slide in here.
That'd be hilarious. They'd just be like, "Nah, you're wrong." I accept that. They know so much. That was a confirm. That was an easy confirm, and he missed it again. Though the stand medium kick confirm is really good.
Oh my god. Carpenter's is so evil.
Yeah, Carpenter's is gross. I actually need to lab that out at some point.
Kenji has this super dope team. It's like Philia, Band Carpenter.
Yeah, it's his band point team.
Yeah,
It's gross.
I hate that team. I actually do
Also,
better against it
shoutouts-
than against this Fuqua band, but go figure. Again, I'm not surprised
Yeah, me
there.
too.
Fuqua
But
has
that's
such a hard
probably
time
just
against
a band
Fuqua.
point. Shoutouts to Diamond Drop being 4-frame, by the way, because she needs that.
It's Mixie's baby.
The fastest move in the game is a command grab, Sam.
I know.
That's not
Why do you still
okay.
Play this game. What's going on?
Like, Crank, you're talking to the wrong person about this. Of course it's okay for me.
You don't even play Bella.
I still think it's fine, because it's a command grab. Grabs are awesome.
That's unfortunate, but level 3.
Yeah, but grabs are
fine.
awesome because they're slow and satisfying, not because they're the fastest move in the game.
Again, don't reset her in the air. If she has bar. If you're gonna burst weights are good too. Diamond drop assist is hilarious. I love diamond drop assist. I'll also say Cloud hits TK horrors off of DP pretty heckin' consistently. It's dope.
The clown.
This was offline, so it's...
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
it's
offline.
still
Oh, I mean, I
pretty-
guess it makes sense.
yeah.
There's no names. That's cool.
If it was consistent like that online, I'd be freaking the heck out. But even
Feels
then,
it.
it's still pretty... Yeah, well, you know, Drills is a god.
Yeah, that's true. I think Drills would disagree that they're consistent, but I'd say it's more than enough consistent when you can do it 9 times in a row for a double snap.
That was supposed to be dash light punch to confirm. He got the overhead on accident, but it worked out. That's something I want to set up a mix off of. That looks like you can get
Can
a...
we go? I want to... Hold on a sec. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's something I want to play with. That looks like you can go so many... Like, I can imagine you get the full, like, 8-way vortex off of that. That looks fun.
Was that intentional? It had to have been intentional. That looked
I'm
really
guessing it was
intentional.
intentional,
Looked
yeah.
practiced. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Also, they don't burst. They take so long to burst when you could, like, really... Because cat heads are projectile. So if you burst on cat heads, it's gold.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
You can reflect your cat heads?
Yeah. Sage tries to do it later. That's really does. Cilia slide into, Seracopter assists, just like, I'm plussing in now.
Can you just analyze my VODs?
Sure. Because Seracopter assist is also really dumb.
Actually, I also like re-research all the VODs that Kenji reviewed for me. Kenji is... I don't know, Kenji clicks with his game no matter how much he hates on it. He
Yeah.
understands how this game works to a science, and it's scary.
It's probably why he hates it, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, I guess. The more you know about a game, the more you hate it. That's fair.
Yeah. See all the problems with it.
Oh, damn, that tear pop hit. I'm surprised to actually say... I would have reflected there as a Bella player. Like, when I got push blocked into 2 tiers.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on. So if there are 2 projectiles coming, right, and I reflected the first one, will the second one hit me, or will it just be
It goes through
diminished?
you.
It goes through me.
Your
okay.
projectile invuln while you're in the
active frames?
post-reflect animation.
On a successful reflect, or on all reflex?
Only on a successful.
Okay.
Also, Sage keeps trying to go for air grab. You stand hard punch, you heck. Nobody uses stand hard punch. It's such a good punch.
For who?
For Parasol.
Oh, Parasol, yeah. For anti-air? Yeah.
Yeah. So much safer than air grab to commit to, too.
That looks like a reactable cross under.
The Kara one? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's supposed to do it a lot faster.
Like, why would you do that when you have 5 meter and you have the segment one? The segment one where you're, like, below the screen and you can never see it coming anywhere.
Segment's not safe. Light Spiral's safe. And it's
Oh,
supposed
shit.
to be an unreactable left-right, but he did it slow.
Did Sage mistime that, or is that a... not a real punish? Like, the pillaring the bird into, like...
I have to wait for the thing to catch up, I think.
Hold on, I'm just...
Or I missed it. Yeah, you have to go back to it. Also, fun fact, if you're running the timer out, air snap's a great thing to do that with, because it takes forever. Or air snap? Air snipe.
Like, is that supposed to punish? Does that punish ever?
I don't think so. If the killer hits the bird.
If it did, that'd be really cool. Also, if you're trying to timer out, what did you say?
If you're trying to run out the timer, doing air snipe is heckin' good because the crumple takes a year.
What snipe?
Air snipe.
Air snipe.
Yeah, it has different timing if you do it while they're on the ground or in the air.
Interesting. Oh, that block.
He did the cannon confirm off back hard. Oh, he almost did the cannon confirm off back hard kick. It's a really good confirm. That was such a sick read to alpha counter with the forward hard punch punish.
Hold on a second.
That was insanely good.
I mean, you can do that on reaction if you're just holding back while you're landing, right?
Yeah, but he would have gotten hit if the tier didn't det there. So the only reason that worked is because the tier det the alpha counter.
Holy shit. That's so
that makes that save
fucking cool.
Really good. If that was a DP assist, it'd still lose, but if you're doing it to Cilia slide, you're gonna get blown up like that.
I don't remember the setup, but okay, so it could be a specific, like, mess up the or stop people from alpha countering the setup. Like, I found a squiggly one that does that also, where if they alpha counter the burst from like an SBO, the SBO moves down on incoming, so it hits them as soon as they land.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, but like I can't remember how to do it anymore. Like a weird one.
Alpha counter venom.
I mean, alpha counter into Daisy is a thing. I wouldn't be surprised if alpha counter into canceling into counter Ventum. Wow, hold on a second. Counter Venom. Wouldn't be surprised if people could do that. Really
Wait,
cheeky,
go back. Do you see how long he goes without bursting?
Where?
He was getting hit in the corner. Yeah, there. Oh, maybe it wasn't there. Maybe
It's
it
just
was
one
farther
string.
back.
Oh no, 2 string. Yeah, because so.
No, go back farther.
Okay.
There was like a whole like forever where he wasn't. Yeah, there.
Yeah. I wouldn't burst here. I don't want double to be full screen against me, especially when you have health advantage. I would just wait till it's a gold burst and then Sage stop before it turned into a gold burst.
It would have always been a gold burst though.
Only on Luger.
No, because she's right next to you. That's a free gold burst.
Oh. What if she's not blocking? I don't know. I just wouldn't want to risk her getting away full screen. Also, I'm taking like 0 damage while I'm in that burst pop animation. Get like 30% extra bonus scaling.
So
all that shit.
I don't know. I feel like I'd rather be going back to neutral than I would be in the double vortex.
Where's missing now when you need him? I want to know how much scaling is being applied right here. Like
too much.
For Max and Dizzy, there's
he's healing.
Yeah, he's basically healing at that point, right? Like when you're at Max and Dizzy and you're not popping the burst and you're taking hits, like they're all causing sparks, that does like 0 damage.
Yeah.
Like 30% scaling from being at full and Dizzy, and the like additional 20% scaling or something. Oh no, it immediately goes down to minimum scaling, I think, if your bubbles are popping, plus the 30% additional scaling. So you're basically doing 0 damage, which is ridiculous.
I think it's just the question of you did level 3 into 360.
Yeah, I was about to say, was that level 3 into 360? I respect this man.
Yeah, he tried to reflect cat head and got hit.
Okay, that's what happened there.
So can you only affect the cat heads while they're attacking?
While they're hitting you.
Yeah.
Because they weren't actually hitting Bella.
Okay, so while they're like just walking back and forth, you can't reflect them?
I don't think they have a hitbox there.
Okay.
Can you do Reflect Fortune's Head whenever you want?
I don't know if Fortune's Head is a projectile, is it?
Fortune's Head is a projectile, but like I don't know if it's a projectile only while it's attacking or when it's just existing.
When it just delete itself.
Yeah, I was about to think of that. It's just like, but Fortune's just like,
Headless Fortune without the head. This isn't even the good double snap, come on.
The infinite one is the only good one.
Yeah, you're right.
That's right.
No, this one gives him so much more meter. It's only like 3 reps in Trio v Trio. Or 2, I think. but TKPs are kind of weird.
Damage.
Oh, it worked. Weird. We're just here admiring Skullgirls.
Oh, he did it where the actual stand... He didn't do the stand hard kick to Kara, he does it so the stand hard kick hits cross up. That's weird. Yeah, puddle into Bella tag is stupid because you can't actually do anything about it. If you try to punish her, you just get eaten. In general, doing puddle into raw tag is really, really good. It's just a 1 meter DHC out, basically.
Sage takes the lead with 3-2.
Is this best of 7 or something?
Oh,
I don't know. This is like a 30-minute video. We don't have to watch the whole thing.
Alright.
If we do watch the whole thing, we can just stop after that. Perfect. 2.5 hour stream.
Also, you sound like really tired, Frank, are you?
No, my voice hurts.
Oh.
Well then heck, you can stop early if you want.
Yeah.
I'm good.
It's not like these guys are part of Get Gr8.
They are.
Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah,
getting
yeah.
great today.
everyone's great, really.
Look, all I'm saying, Sage ain't as good as me. Ignore the fact we played on stream and he beat me like 17-0. That didn't happen.
Wait, isn't Sage the one that you beat once and then you just like one?
No, that was someone else.
Okay.
I'll never take the game off Sage.
It's not Liam.
Like twice.
You like beat Liam once and then just proceeded to decimate.
No, I've never played Liam. I want to though.
Oh, you've never played Liam?
No.
All people you haven't fought yet.
No.
No.
Wow, you just got hit. That's as American as it gets.
Yeah, I think he was waiting for the
Side switch.
Fluff, fluff, fluff. You know, you don't need to make people jealous. That's rude.
that teacup.
That
Jump medium kick is such a good button. Friends, use jump medium kick.
very well. The only thing I need now is like popcorn. Perfect.
Yeah.
Admire the show. Admire the constructive criticism.
Why does your heart your heart hurt?
What?
No, why does your voice hurt? Crank, was you doing anything like stream
No,
with it or anything?
My voice has been just kind of roughly damaged since like 5 months ago, 4 months ago. Like I got sick, and then before I healed, I got sick again. And both times it like affected my throat, and I didn't stop Get Gr8 or anything for that, so
Yeah.
kind of fucked me up.
That would have sucked though, like if you lost your voice during combo breaker. Luckily, it was still good for it.
Yeah, I was extra careful about like being
Yeah.
loud and screamy until after Combo Breaker. After that, after I commented, I just started screaming like a maniac. Like I was good to go.
Got it all out. You built it up, get it all out of your system.
Yeah,
Get hype.
that was one of the few reasons I was not particularly social at Combo Breaker. I was like really afraid of losing my voice.
Well, like while you're doing the commentary and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They reset each other on the ground so much.
Should they not?
Not against Parasol.
I guess
He just
Parasol
does everything.
point you normally can just reset in the air for days, and there's not much they can do about it.
Pretty much. He doesn't have any options. Fun fact, Parasol's worst matchup, because if you reset her in the air, you have to hold a really fast mix. It can't do anything.
Is Parasol heavy or medium weight?
I think she's medium.
Why did that kill so fast? That's such a dumb double snap.
Yeah, it's really...
Wait. How much health do they have?
Bird up.
No, that was full health. Why does that kill so fast?
Why is it actually better to reset on the ground normally? Yeah, everyone else kind of wants to be reset in the air.
I mean, Isn't there no scaling while you're double snap?
No, there is scaling. But you can uncombo and you're fine. So in that situation, like
Oh,
It's because the assist thing can't block, so you
Yeah.
can just
yeah.
drop
before they
the
touch the
combo
ground
on
again, you can
purpose.
you can just have fun. You still only have one OTG, interestingly. So like, if you are comboing them and don't uncombo, you don't get OTG back. Kind of funny.
It's just because I was gonna say like maybe that's why it dealt so much damage because it is a heavy button.
Yeah, but the Avery scales it really
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, but that's what I was wondering, like if there was scaling involved with like double snapping.
Cat heads is fun.
And just
See-
push the button when the neutral heck it.
So hold on a second. So in this situation, instead of cat heads, shouldn't you have just set a monster and gone to jail?
You could. It depends on what you want to do. Because Parasol's still got big old
Got
butt. She can
snipe in
contest.
the worst case scenario.
Yeah, but if she's doing, if Double's doing crouch hard punch, you can actually neutral jump and then get a punish on it, full heavy counter hit on it.
I feel like if you have 2 meter, instead of going for cat heads, you set up monster, full screen, and then you just kind of Luger and throw out like random ass buttons, and then car cancel into car if their opponent tries to snipe you. Like that's just in my head like what you would do.
I guess it depends, because like if you do that, you're guaranteed chip, and like they have to try to get out after monster's done. But if you do cat heads, then you have the opportunity to get a hit off. Because if you have carpenters behind you, it's just a free hard to blockable.
Oh, okay.
The thing about the jail is that the point of jail is less the chip and more like try to get out or you're going to die, and getting out is really hard. Wow, it's like
Can't believe you wasted that unnecessary meter. Come on, say. No.
I don't think people play double lame enough, to be honest. I think sitting behind a monster and throwing Lugers is like is so hard to deal with.
And instead of being in jail, we're just gonna press buttons. I guess we got both characters, so it doesn't matter.
I love how when Double's getting hit after she does cat heads, the cats just kind of go, okay, I guess we're just running back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh no, what do we do?
When I actually ran a team that was Cloud's team here, except with different assists. And I had double point with shot assist and butchers too. And I could just play as lame as I wanted.
Where was the reset? At Luger reset?
Yeah, it was probably catch and air grab. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Oh. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Maybe he tried to burst and got caught by the Luger? I don't know.
I'm assuming the land cancel caused the reset. But, like, why?
Wasn't even a counter hit. Maybe he controller dropped because he thought he was dead. I mean,
I don't know.
that was a confirm. He missed the confirm. That's unfortunate.
That is a tight overhead. Air grab.
Learn a corner combo.
I mean, killed. I don't see the problem with this.
Penny, it's okay.
This just hasn't done what I'll say. I want to see corner combo.
Penny, it's okay.
Do you know anyone does the really cool corner combo, like the forward heavy punch one they used to?
Yeah, people stop doing that because it's not all that good for damage compared to the one that I'm doing now.
But it looks cool.
It does look cool. I still do forward hard punch loops if I get like a stray hit and I'm not ready to pillar or whatever.
Can you do like
It's still
forward
a good,
hard
like,
punch,
go-to.
tier, forward hard punch, pillar, forward hard punch? Does that
No,
work?
it doesn't work, unfortunately.
It'd be really fun.
I still have I still have the record for highest corner damage in this game on Parasol, and it does reps kind of like that. It's kind of cool.
It's pretty cool.
Should be proud of that.
It's like forward hard punch, pillar into forward hard punch, back heavy kick, more heavy buttons, just all the heavy buttons. I don't even remember.
What do you do in the corner?
Let me look at my YouTube channel. This is counter hit right now.
Okay, heavy counter hit.
So right now, heavy counter hit. Like, 11. No, 10.2.
Okay.
11K with butchers.
Also doing 11K with anybody is scary to me.
Yeah, 11K with butchers,
2v2?
but it's such a hard route. 2v2, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's higher than Squiggly Atrian Optimal. What?
I can send you.
Oh,
the
it's
thing
heavy
if you
counter
want.
hit. Never mind. It's heavy counter.
Yeah, it's
hit.
heavy counter hit.
Yeah, my brain farted. Never mind.
It wasn't with butchers, it was axe. I like you.
It's better anyway.
You're right. Still got the highest counter hit heck of damage. It's cool. I'm hyped.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, you should be
Hold that
proud.
record. You know, I'm beating my own records and I hate it.
Why?
I broke my Squiggly Brass Optimal, and it's easier to do. Does not 200. It was like 80 more damage, 200 on 2v3, and it's just better in every way. And I'm just upset because I upped my Squiggly Brass like 2 years ago, and it took me 2 years to find this stupid thing that's significantly easier and does more damage. Like I practiced this really hard thing for no reason, basically. It's not true. It's not for no reason. It's like useful, I guess. Just good execution in general.
I've stopped doing Get Gr8 on this and just started watching it because it's fun.
Yeah.
It's just good Skullgirls.
And to be fair, they've just been playing cleanly, and you've already complained about everything that they're doing wrong.
Yeah, pretty much. Looks and
Nice.
screams and corner combo.
Yeah.
Screams in corner combo.
Corner combo music stops.
Isn't that basically just the Piccola music?
That was the hit music. Jazz music stopped.
Yeah, it does music stop.
I still have the like the hit reaction image where it's just jazz music starts and it's just hit looking really happy.
Yeah. Man, I like that. GT Goku's dumb. It's fun dumb.
Oh my god, drop the conversion. Did you just card cancel a whiffed diamond drop into... Sure.
Yeah, he did it. Heck it.
Can you card cancel diamond drop? Okay, wait. So if diamond drop hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be able to cancel that into 360 on accident? Or does it not let you cancel
no.
like that? I've never seen that.
I don't think you can counter it like right on hit.
They carry cancel the startup. I don't know.
You crouch like
Yeah,
you
you're doing some
stand
sides
like
like
kick
that,
off it. It makes it a lot easier.
Welcome to Parasol Get Gr8. I don't understand how PBGC punish bike guys. Does the bike super ever get punished by PBGC?
It's specifically if Parasol's in the corner.
If Parasol is cornered, that is the only situation where you can punish it with the PB.
Yep. Unless you're doing like, you could probably do it with like PBGC carve if you do it really early or something. But
But who does that?
no one does it. No one's ready for that. Heck that. I like the jump medium kicks to try to stay out of the cat heads too. It didn't work, but I like the idea.
The attempt was there.
I could totally see it working. That's what I'm saying.
What?
don't know.
Voices in the background.
That's why I've been muting myself.
Ah.
Yeah.
Are you minding
talking to
right
your
now?
friends? No, it's just my other sister, the older sister, the princess when you called her.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The video's almost done anyway. We'll just watch the last 5 minutes and call it a day.
Yeah, right.
There are a lot of people watching us just watch somebody else.
Heck it. That's what the stream is anyway, really.
I guess if we can't play Skullgirls, nobody can.
You should, before you end the stream, Frank, you should do a VOD review of our Blueberry Garden playthrough, and how we can optimize.
Oh, what?
Blueberry Garden
Absolutely not.
playthrough.
Dang, I fell through the floor in 4 seconds.
I know.
I want a VOD review of the BuzzFeed quiz on how Draco Malfoy would date you or not.
It's still one of my like favorite moments when you crank playing that through that. I thought I'd never complete it, and then we were just like, let's just play a bad game.
Yeah.
Sniping the Dynamos. I have a 3v3 touch of or 2v3 touch of death with Parasol Bella.
How many meters?
It's basically just sniping the Dynamo. Just dumb.
How much meter?
4.
Oh, okay.
4 it might be 3 actually. Wait, hold on.
I have a 3 meter one. But, like, it builds like half a meter, so I guess it's like 2.5 meters, whatever.
No, it's 3 meter. Yeah. Cool. Wow, it was better than I thought it was. And it does like the exact damage too. I want Penny to stream their godlike Yumi. It's not even godlike. I don't even get to play it half the time.
The high percent win rate, Penny. She may. No, what you need to
They
stream
want to
is
stream Penny what?
play
The
Yumi.
cat from League.
Oh.
Because it's all I've been playing for the last year.
I'm
Would
playing
you?
kids. Alright, I should let you guys enjoy whatever the hell you enjoy, but I don't understand how you guys are having fun with that game.
Because the cat is really cool. It's like Abathur if Abathur was more fun.
Abathur
And
was
Abathur
more
was
fun.
really
Oh
fun.
shit. Okay.
I know, that's why I was so hyped.
I mean, we play League because we enjoy the character, not because we enjoy playing with each other. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
You should have a solo player.
I hate Penny. That's why we lean together when there's nobody else in bot lane.
That's why I bought Sam a Tristana skin and then I used it once ever.
And that's why I bought like Yumi with my blue essence so that like I could swap it for Penny.
And then I had to pick Mordekaiser all the time.
I legitimately think I have skins I've never used before.
Oh man. I have too many now.
The only reason I have as many skins as I do is because Penny's donated them to me for some reason a lot of the time.
Look, you're gonna run around as a Kled main and not get the good Kled skin when it comes out. I'm not gonna let you do that.
Can't let my friend run about unfashionable while I play with them. I don't like playing with Sam. I have to make sure he's fashionable.
What? Hold
Yeah,
on.
those are gold bursts because he was deading tears.
Oh, because it's projectile.
Yeah.
So pops the tier, got hit. No, whiffed the hit. That wasn't a counter hit. What the fuck happened?
Wait, what do you mean?
I want to know exactly what's happening here. Okay.
So he does
Top
OTG
tier.
with the tier. Yep.
Okay. It's a hit.
Oh, you're talking about after. Okay. Yeah.
Got a hit. Stopped.
Oh, they traded. What the heck?
Traded, but also hit the double.
I guess that makes sense with Stand Light Punches. Oh. What the heck was he pushing? Whatever. Skullgirls.
Then they both just traded standing light punch and double got hit in the process, I guess.
I guess. Sure.
Whatever. Like, why'd he poke with standing light punch against a safe burst unless he thought he was gonna hit or he was gonna continue a block or start a block string?
Was about to ask this. If you're talking about my Parasol Bella one, it starts off Crouch Light. So it's practice.
Everything should start off with crouch light if you're sharing tech.
Yeah.
The only situation where that's not true is counter hit tech.
Or weird conversions, I guess.
Yeah, but like at that point you're just kind of showing off. You're not actually sharing tech.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's important. Like, you know, half the Parasol combos these guys could have and don't.
Damn. Should have pillared there. Oh,
Is upset.
that conversion I thought worked. Guess not. I was just like, man, Paris does a lot more damage than I remember her doing, and then it's like, oh, it's 3v3, never mind.
Yeah.
Damage is a myth.
And Eliza just mashes because it's Eliza. You're allowed to do that.
If you're down to a solo Eliza, why would you use level 3 for damage? I mean, I guess you're relying on you getting your third meter back pretty soon, especially after that reset. I guess you're gonna get your third.
Yeah.
Just think you'd want a reversal if you're an Eliza that's about.
I guess the idea is that he wants to, because he's so low on health, if he gets hit, he's not going to get a chance to reversal.
Yes.
But I'd still probably keep it so you could, like, if you don't get a hit, you could do some shenanigans, like sweep into level 3 in neutral.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something similar, where it's like, okay, so if they blocked like my string or whatever, then I'd want to go for like some sort of low and car cancel into level 3 in case my opponent tries to reversal.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking too many Yomis ahead behind.
It's also a lot more fun to do random junk into level 3.
That was cool.
Dope.
What is with my recommended videos? None of these make sense. This I understand a little bit. This one mostly, but like this, what the fuck is all this?
I think that bottom left one is a girl that me and Sam watched.
Yeah, it is because I've watched. Is that the one that screwed over Robbie Williams?
How Aladdin changed animation by screwing over Robin Williams.
Yeah, she's actually really good. I actually really
a
like
lot of these are stuff that either me or Penny's watched. Is it like recommending what your friends are like watching?
I don't know.
I feel like, it's actually very legitimate. That's very possible. But I feel like a lot of the Robin Williams thing is dramatized a lot. Like basically, Robin Williams didn't want his name to be used for advertisement, then it was used for advertisement. Then Robin Williams is sad.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah.
I didn't actually watch that video, but she has made other videos like about why Hercules sucked, and she made a lot of good points on that one.
They were good points. I still like Hercules, but they were good points.
I've never seen Hercules.
That's fine.
Neither have I. But I haven't seen anything.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. This is gonna be Skullgirls Get Great. We we analyzed some of your videos. We analyzed Sage, and we have to postpone everything until like tomorrow. Bill says they might have taken like 3 games off of Sage that one time at Frosty. Oh hell yeah!
That's dope.
I think that was the Frosty where Drills was giving away pins. It was great. We were all like really excited. And then Drills went up to Sage. I was like, "You want a pin?" And Sage was like, "Yes!" Like just the most straight face, like absolutely.
I still use the pins I bought from Drills. They're really good.
Yeah, they're on my like laptop band that I use for my fight stick eventually.
Heckin' good.
Also, yeah. Night, everyone. Thanks for joining us. This is a good time. VODs will be going up soon, although this is going to be... I mean, I guess this is going to be a useful VOD for, like, 3 people.
Yeah.
Debatably 4.
Sage and Cloud.
Sage and Cloud.
That's it. The other third person? God.
Sage, Cloud, and Sam.
Sage, Cloud, and Sam.
Yeah. Yeah, because...
What happened today? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
So basically what happened is the lobbies aren't working for Skullgirls for nobody. We tried like tons of different people hosting it, not just us, but like also people that were viewers, and they just aren't working today. So we gave up and we started doing VOD reviews from last week and also talking about movement tech. We gave a really shitty movement tutorial and then proceeded to talk about Sage and Cloud. That was about it. You know, the usual.
The norm.
To be fair, I haven't seen like Skullgirls lobby heck up in quite a while, so I guess it's like been piling up into this one big. Fuck.
Yeah, I was talking about it this morning where it's like these last 6 months, the lobbies have been so well behaved. They really have just been pretty chill, and then I'm like defending the lobbies while they're not working, and I'm like, come on, lobbies, you're gonna make me look bad. You can't do this. Does Mike Z know? Not that he could do anything about it. He doesn't have the rights to the game anymore. He can't push updates. When I told Mike Z about the squiggly level 5 glitch, he told me to go talk to Liam. I don't even know if Liam is allowed to change the code, but maybe he can.
Does Liam run the game now?
I don't think so, but he wanted me to tell Liam. I didn't do that.
Sure.
I should probably do that at some point. I also found out that there is no open source example of GGPO implementation. It's like a copywritten library that you have to pay a license for, which kind of sucks. So I'm just gonna make my own version for a client-side prediction model. I don't know if like that's reasonable at all, but I assume so. If someone else can make a library, why can't I?
Yeah, heck it. Do it. Heck it. You know what? Heck it. Heck it.
At the same time, though, I don't want to come off as like stupid, being like, because like making your own version of a library is always considered stupid because somebody optimized it in a weird way that nobody else would comprehend.
Yeah, I can see that, I guess. Just use GGPO. G8.
GGPO is interesting because you can't just like plug and play GGPO. You have to like integrate it into the way the fighting game itself is designed. You have to track every input, track state. Basically, the idea is at any point you should be able to restore the state of a game just from like the information you have, without having to replay the game itself. Pretty cool. How about open source, Crank? What about it? Not anyone stupid? Well, I mean, I can make a bad version that's open source and hope people upgrade it, but like I said, like I'm not an expert in GGPO. I understand client-side prediction model, and I understand the basis of GGPO, and try and make GGPO, and then see if anyone can upgrade it. Probably what I'm going to do. I'm actually using it for an open source project, so it's going to be open source one way or another. But first, I have like 4 other projects I got to get to, so I should stop talking about them. Well, see you around. If you guys liked what we did today, then tune into none of our streams because that's not what we normally do.
Yeah, we're never gonna do this again.
Yeah.
Why did you like this? Why did you enjoy it? What's wrong?
Why are you still here?
I mean, if you guys want more of this, then let me know. Maybe we can figure out something to do that's kind of like this. If we want to do more of this,
this is kind of just like a podcast chill, you know.
See the horror show of my code. I mean,
the podcast.
I taught at my university on proper code structure and modular design, so I don't think you're gonna see. It's gonna be more of a holy grail than horror, but.
I like Sassy Crank. I like Crank being I'm the best. He is.
I am not the best coder, but I firmly believe the quality of my code is very rarely defeated. There have been times where I'm like, okay, I respect whoever set up this paradigm, but like that's about it.
Heck, good. I like it.
Anyway, if you guys did like what we did here today, let me know. We'll see if we can do more of this. But in general, you want advice, I hope. In that case, join us for Skullgirls Get Gr8 every Saturday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, etc., etc. We provide constructive criticism on your play by matching up against a relatively even opponent and seeing what we can do. Otherwise, join us for Skullgirls Be Great, where you get to apply the skills that you have been practicing and play in a tournament. Free entry, standard Skullgirls tournament rules, and 4th week of every month is a prize pool tournament. Every other week helps you get seeding points to give you an advantage in that prize pool tournament. I'll be seeing you around for that. Next week is week number 3 for Skullgirls Be Great, so you got one last chance to get points for seeding this week's tournament, or this month's tournament. This month's prize pool tournament will also be tournament number 100, and if you guys have any idea on what special thing we can do for that, please let me know, because we're horrible at ideas.
I'll show up.
That's amazing. What the fuck?
Wow, this is going to be the best stream ever.
Sign-ups are going to be out at a reasonable time.